Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Bluetooth. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hey, good morning. Okay, let's get everything ready here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Good morning. Shri Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Good morning, gals. You beautiful ladies. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, oh my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, 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 Gaurachandra, 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 Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, oh my Lord, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We gotta bottle this stuff. Smell it. Snake oil. The supreme snake, Krishna. Very slippery. A throat lozenge. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. More light for Evo. There you go. More light. There you go. More light. Is that okay? That's what we need. More light here, huh? Let's put more light on the subject there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ah. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Sunbathing, that's what it's all about, man. Sunbathing. See, every word it means is something related to Krishna. You gotta bathe in the sun. This is the sun of the holy name. Yeah, bathe in the sun of the holy name. Mm. Mm. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda. See database. Let's see here. Canto 10. I don't know what to read. There's so many. It's just I feel like so many things. Krishna's all over the place. 10th canto here. 10th canto. Let's see. The gopis glorify Krishna's fruit. Chapter 21, 10th canto. The gopis glorify Krishna's fruit. Do you want to be a gopi? That's the question. To be or not to be? That is the question. To be a gopi or not to be? That is the question. What about you, Maja Mayavati? You want to be gopi? It's all in the sentence. Always the way, the path is always there. The narrow gate. Look at that. The gopis glorify the song of Krishna's flute, and that's the secret of Guru Tattva. When people are attracted to glorify Krishna's flute, you become a gopi in our line. See, Krishna's flute is the bona fide spiritual master, right? Does that make sense? Does anybody see the logic in that? So if you see the path, if you want to be a gopi, if you come to the point and glorify Krishna's flute, isn't that what I've been teaching? Isn't that the path everybody's followed here that's got this kind of ecstasy? Oh yeah, my Guru Dev. He's see the Krishna's flute, and that's proof. If you're a Krishna's flute, you can change people into gopis, or the Lord does. He proves the words, his flute's words are true. So are you a gopi or not? See, so you guys, I'm telling you, man, you've lost. Everybody lost. How you cannot defeat these things? They're so true, so real. Just love it. Just okay. Lecture closed. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys later. What else is there to say? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's. Oh yeah. To be a gopi. Oh yeah. Glorify Krishna's flute. Find out who is playing Krishna's song in this world. Okay? The conclusive truth. Who is singing that song? The conclusive truth is sung in great ecstasy and bliss. Okay? There you go. You become a gopi. Very easy, not hard at all. Problem is, everybody's glorifying those who are not Krishna's flute. But they look like Krishna's flute, right? But you ever seen that? I remember I was looking for a guitar. I went in a guitar store and I couldn't tell, they all look good. Like, I saw this one guitar. It was shiny. People know what I think. If you ever went in a guitar, the one would look shiny and everything. I says, "Wow, that looks like the best guitar. How much is it?" And he says, like, some cheap price, $20. $20. That's really cheap. He said, "Well, you haven't heard the sound. It's cheap. See that sound from that guitar is cheap sound. You see." But the problem is, if your hearing is not good, and you haven't played for a while, and learned how to play guitar and all that, it sounds as good as the other guitars. Even the most expensive one, you can't tell the difference. Matter of fact, you probably won't like the more expensive one. You like the cheap guitar. So that's Krishna consciousness in a nutshell. All these flutes are up there on the Vyasasans, and they're all singing, all blowing, See what's coming out of those flutes. See? And people like the cheap ones, the cheap ones that are playing a cheap tune. That's the problem. See? You even see in our preaching. Why here we're playing, Krishna's genuine song. It's Shuddha Bhakti song, but most people haven't heard it in this world, and so they're used to hearing the cheap sounds from people's mouths, even on the religion, the Vyasa songs. That the vibration with poison in it. You know, the person has other motives for being and sitting there. They don't love the truth, man. That's the whole problem. You don't love the truth. You love something else, and you're just there as a job. Isn't that why people, the professional Bhagavatam reciter? You don't think that's going on in ISKCON and all these groups? They're professionals. You know, you got to find somebody that plays Krishna's transcendental song. Then you turn into a gopi. Otherwise, you're not going to be no gopi. That's the problem, isn't it? See, here we're playing Krishna's real song. What happens? Just blasphemy, criticism, and all that. Because they're used to the cheap flutes. You know, they're only playing mundane, material-like songs. More or even that's why the acharyas teach varnashram dharma for those purposes. They can't understand. You notice even now they still can't understand this song. Isn't that interesting? So that is, can you see why they teach Varnashram Dharma? Even now, after 50 years, 99% of the Vaishnavas are still interested in the cheap song. Gauridas, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. We like the cheap song, man. Give us Varnashram Dharma, man. One guy's do all these blasphemy, and I look at his webpage. He's sitting there with a cow, you know. Look at me, I'm with the cows. But boy, I sure know how to blaspheme, man. People sit with the cows and they're so nice to the cows and they blaspheme the Vaishnava and they never wonder why are we still into Varnashram Dharma? Because that's the best you can do, man. You can pet the friggin' cows, you can milk them, but you sure can blaspheme the devotees who play Krishna's song. That's called hypocrisy. Can you see the hypocrisy in that? They're petting the cows, serving the cows. Oh, cow protection. Oh, no, usually try to get a lot of money for their cow protection. And then a devotee comes and plays Krishna's song, willing to turn anybody into gopis who would praise Krishna's song and say, wow, that's really nice. You see, you guys prove that you're gopis. You like these songs. And these others, oh no, we're really like the cows. You see, we're doing the greatest thing in the world. See, nobody knows Krishna's song, Krishna's flute. Very few. See? But that's look. There are people coming now. We got people. They're coming one by one, saying, "Yeah, we like this song." See, and boom, you turn into a gopi. Pretty easy process. This is Kali Yuga, man. Welcome to Lord Chaitanya's Kali Yuga. We're probably the only ones preaching it. I think I think we're the only ones really preaching it. They're all, you can tell, they're all preaching the hard path, the one that takes you many lifetimes. See? That's why this philosophy coming from this flute is going against everything, going against Narayan Raj's preaching. Man, hey, man, what? Many lifetime preach? Why, haven't you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, my friend? Yeah, you darn right I'm going against your preaching. I got to put the truth against the lie or the untruth or the long path. See? You know what is truth in this world? It's what Lord Caitanya said. What Lord Caitanya brought is the truth. It's the highest truth. Why should any other truth be preached now? Why? Doesn't make sense. It's all lies. Useless paths. Prabodhananda, didn't he say, why are you following the useless paths? Lord Caitanya has come and he's given them mercy and he's reviving it again. Right here, right in front of your faces. Okay? The mercy is here. Why follow any other path? Why not just follow the path where you get the mercy and become a gopi? Because you come to the point, you listen, you get purified, and then you say, wow, I really like this sound vibration. It's an all in one solution here. You come here, you even get the purification. You don't have to be Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. You don't have to go and follow that hard course in Narayan Raj or ISKCONs or any of that stuff. You just come here and you get purified 100 times more powerfully than doing all those rules and regulations and being around motivated, materially motivated leaders and all that stuff. It's so long. Here, you get everything, man. You just come, you turn the friggin' camera on, you're getting purified, doing better than chanting your 16 rounds and go into your puja this and puja that and fastings and all that. You just come, turn your camera on, instant purification because you get instant truth that you don't hear. You hear in one class, sometimes one sentence more than you heard in 40 years of that preaching there. Preaching the wrong by blind. What kind of truth can you get from a blind person preaching to you for 40 friggin' years? You can't even see one little drop of light because the person is blind. No wonder it's so purifying here. You get one sentence and it wipes away 40 years of ignorance. 40 years, man. Unbelievable. 40 years you haven't heard one sentence that I've said here. See? What every sentence I say here is in the friggin' Bhagavatam, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Bhagavad Gita even. But you haven't heard it. See, you got to hear it. They can't speak it, they're blind. A blind person, their ears are open. See? They hear a transcendental sound, it goes into their heart, produces revelation. Perfect. Yeah. So that's the path, man. The gopis glorify Krishna's flute. Until you come to glorify the real flute of Krishna in this world, you'll never be a gopi. You'll never have this love. Gopi means devotion. You'll never have the devotion, like Lalita was praising the devotion today. Pramona and pray. That's what it's all about, man. You got to become a gopi. You got to become a lover of God. No lover of God, you lost the chance. Take another birth. You didn't figure it out. You got deviated by this path or that path. You became a Buddhist. You became an Eckhart Tolle follower, of the Brahmin and all that. Still, you haven't won. You haven't rung the bell yet. You ever seen those guys? The strong men have to prove it. You got to go to a carnival and you hit the thing, and the weight goes up there. Let's see how much weight you've got to hit the bell. Everything comes short except a devotee of the Lord, the ecstatic devotee, man. They hit the bell. You want to hit the bell, you need their strength. Like River said it more, you can't do it on your own. She knows. She tried her 16 rounds, go into the Namahata group. It couldn't hit the bell yet. Now she hits the bell. Ha ha! Ha ha! See, she's at the carnival now. She's a carny. Carnival, works for the carnival now. Helps people hit the bell also. You think even Christians know what is the narrow gate? I don't think they even understand. You can't get any narrower than this, man. You got to find that rare flute in this world, Krishna's flute. His transcendental potency is flowing through it. Real clear truth, man. Real ecstatic love. See? And so when you can recognize that and from your heart say, wow, this is really lit. This gives me life. This gives me happiness. See, now you have natural love of God awakened. Do you see that? Look at Fanny. She comes and she's being lifted, transformed. See? She hears, you see, praising Krishna. Oh, wow, I really like this. All these classes are out. This is really nice. I feel lifted. There you go. We got a new gopi there. See? Praising Krishna's flute. And if you can't do that, then you're still in illusion, right? You're illusioned. You're delusional. Because that's the truth. Hey, man, Krishna's transcendental potency is the truth. It's the highest truth. That's why we praise it here. That's why we show it here. Satchitananda is the highest truth. You can't get any higher truth than that. And can you imagine? We have the privilege to do it. That's why these gurus, I check them out. They're speculating, every friggin' one of them, man. I can't find one that doesn't speculate. At least some of them like what we're doing, or one of them maybe. You're welcome, Fanny. I saw your picture. You could see pure-hearted person, really good-hearted. The real carnival is here. Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, hard to get past the title here. The gopis glorify Krishna's song of Krishna's flute. That's why you see 10th canto, high level, this is postgraduate, right? High stuff, man. People can't appreciate it. Is it a wonder why, Veda Vyas went all the way through the different cantos? The Vaishnavas will be doing that for lifetimes, going through the different cantos. You can ask many people in ISKCON or what, do you study Srimad Bhagavatam deeply? A lot of them will say, well, that's very high. Or they go to their class, because part of the regulative program. Yeah. But who's studying summum bonum? We are. Why? Because we want to glorify Krishna's flute, right? Krishna's flute is his book. Did you know that? Is summum bonum conceptions. Yeah. So the others are lesser topics, and we do some of that. But we gotta, if you're naturally you have love of God, He'll show you these glories, and you'll want to sing these glories in this world. And whoever hears this song and becomes attracted and says, "Wow, this is the best song," just simple like that from your heart. Wow, I've been looking for this flute. I've been looking for this sound vibration. I've been looking for these truths. See, and boom, delivered. The girls want to have fun hearing Krishna song. Okay. Shukadev Goswami said, thus the Vrindavan forest was filled with transparent autumnal waters and cooled by breezes perfumed with the fragrance of lotus flowers growing in the clear lakes. Shukadev Goswami said, thus the Vrindavan forest was filled with transparent autumnal waters. And cooled by breezes, perfumed with the fragrance of lotus flowers growing in the clear lakes. The infallible Lord, accompanied by his cowherd boys and cowherd boyfriends, entered the Vrindavan forest. Mm. The lakes, the rivers, the hills of Vrindavan resounded with the sounds of maddened bees and flocks of birds moving about the flowering trees. Can you imagine being in a place like that? Where all the flowering trees and this is the glorification of Krishna and Radha's glories. These they're just flowering trees, and the bees and the birds are moving about all in this forest. See, this forest is just full of this kind of beauty, going from tree to tree, hearing this glorification and that glorification. By each is a unique flower. It's all unique and beautiful and juicy and wonderful and enlivening. And practically, that's like the devotees who go to this class of Lalita and rivers. See, going amongst, this is a Vrindavan, growing Vrindavan forest. And the more the flowering, trees come here on this branch here, This in this garden, see, garden of bhakti. Yeah, the more that people come, and then the bees here, like Janakis going from one tree to another tree. Yeah, see, you gotta create the Vrindavan has to have happen again. Otherwise, it's just in a book. What are you reading the book for if it's not in your life? Yeah, this is a moving Vrindavan forest. It's not having to be situated in any one locale, like in Vrindavan is in Vrindavan forest there. Here it's just connected. You don't need any, it's not disconnected by time or space or anything. It's just connected. Just connect with, oh, here's Vrindavan forest. Here's a flowering plant over here. Let's go. Let the bees go bzz, 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 intoxicated. The lakes, the rivers, and the hills of Vrindavan resounded with the sounds of maddened bees. In the company of the cowherd boys, and Balaram, Madhupadi, Madhupadi Sri Krishna entered that forest. While herding the cows, he began to vibrate his flute. When the young ladies in the cowherd village heard the song of Krishna's flute, which arouses the influence of Cupid, see, Krishna's flute arouses the influence of Cupid. See, what is Cupid? This devotion. See, it's very pure. See, that Cupid is good. Doesn't have to be in a closed bedroom. You can hear it in the open before the whole world. It's actually purifying. It's the most purifying. The lust is the most polluting, and the love of God is the most purifying. Isn't it amazing? Just this flip of the switch. You hear the song of the world. See, that's also Krishna's flute. Everybody's listening. Everybody's attracted to Krishna's flute. But is it that song of the modes of nature, being sung, being played? Because if it is, then you're being played by those modes. And you're playing those modes both at the same time. But you're in ignorance. You can't see. When you're being used by Krishna's transcendental potency for a song in this world, you see that Krishna's playing you and you're playing him. You become realized. Otherwise, you're in ignorance. You don't know that you're being played. You think you're the flute player. That's the imitation. You are, but you're only half. That's why you only got one eye, Mr. Illuminatis. See? You only got one eye. You're not seeing. You got a patch. You're a pirate, man. You hijack people. You see pirates that got patch over one eye. They don't see. See? The transcendental potency gives full realization, full knowledge, better than 33 degrees. Oh, man. I got 333,000 million degrees. Full knowledge here. Whatever I want. I don't even have to carry it. I just open the mouth and connection pours down, whatever's needed. Isn't it nice? Don't have to even carry the weight of the library. You just connect to it. It's like you want information, you go to the library, right? Here we open the book, right? Then the information comes down. What a great way to live. I love it. Yeah. When the young ladies in the cowherd village of Raj heard the song of Krishna's flute, which arouses the influence of Cupid, some of them privately began describing Krishna's qualities to their intimate friends. Hmm. See, Krishna's qualities to their intimate friends. Okay? Because the others, they don't understand it, do they? If you're not an intimate friend, what do I? People tell me, Gauri, how can I advance in Krishna consciousness? You know what I tell 'em? Oh yeah, chant with us, make friends with the devotees, become their intimate friends, and that's your purification, just becoming friends. Oh really? I don't have to chant 16 rounds or 1 lakh and do all these fasts and everything. No, all you have to do is come here. You'll get purified just by becoming their friends, and you'll find out how that happens. No, I come here and then this devotee doesn't like me, and oh, you're getting purified. They don't acknowledge me. I just, and then they're mean sometimes. And oh well, that's very good. Keep at it, man. Keep getting purified. Everything is accomplished here in one swoop. Okay? And then as you're purified, then you'll understand all these verses. You'll be these verses. You'll be speaking these verses. Ye shall know that who are you are my, you'll be a guru, and you'll say the same thing Jesus said that all gurus said. They shall know who you are, if you're my disciple, by how much you love each other. Okay? Because applicable, Guru is one. They'll look at you and say, "Yeah, Guru is one, man. He's like a Jesus. He's like a Prabhupada. He's like a Nityananda. He's like a follower of Nityananda, right?" Oh, of course, only those who are your intimate friends. The others will go, blah, 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 right? Polarize. Hey, if they did it to Krishna, Shishupal said, Krishna, blah, 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 blah. Jarson, blah, 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 Krishna, blah, blah. They're going to do it to you, right? Are you? We're not above Krishna. Are you kidding? If they do it to him, they're not above Jesus. Jesus. But those who listen to him will listen to you, right? See, so people that in their heart they're ready for this and they really hear, they're looking to hear that voice. And you notice how they turn into gopis pretty quick. Gopis are some kind of resident in Vrindavan. They just come here and a lot of them very fast. Look at Fanny, man. Sounds like she's been waiting to hear this. Look at Amy. I like using the people that just come here out of the blue, just boom, and then get it. Or Maria, look at Maria already. Feisty. She's a little feisty. Latin, they're feisty. And Mayavati says, I'm okay with myself. Yeah, okay, good. Lita goes, well, you got to be okay. You got to live with yourself, right? You got to be okay with yourself. But, okay. Uh, so, wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue kanikara flowers in his ears, a yellow garment of brilliant as gold, and a Vijayanti garland, Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers as he entered the forest of Vrindavan, beautifying it with the marks of his footprints. Mm. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boys began to sing his glories. See, if you roll all of that into one person, you begin to understand it. See, it's all like out there, It's got cowherd boys over there, Krishna's glories over here, Krishna over here. But they put it all together in one being. See? Now you've seen Krishna's flute. See? The cowherd boy is singing his glories, the nectar of his lips coming through those cowherd boys. Not separated in that sense. Working together, very intimate. See, you have to become an empowered form of Krishna in this world. See? Empowered. See? The power comes through. See, you're delivered. See, who delivers you? The deliverer is Krishna and Krishna's devotee. See, Krishna delivers you through that devotee. See, you're delivery. The devotee delivers you Krishna, right? Delivery boy. You ever get a package from Amazon? It's delivered, right? You can't go to Amazon to get it. This is the problem. They try to go to Amazon. Krishna is the big Amazon in the sky. If you want a delivery, you have to get to the delivery boy, right? They come. I work for Amazon. What, you think it's different with Krishna? Everything is a reflection of that truth. You didn't know Krishna was Amazon? Boy, that's really ignorant. Yeah. See, they want everything to go through Amazon. They want all being delivered to you. You want to order something, got to get it through the delivery boy. You don't accept it. You don't go directly to Amazon. You'll never find out where it is, right? Where is Amazon? You just got to order, see? See? And then the delivery boy comes and brings you the product, which in this form is Krishna. Krishna is all the product. He's everything you want. Desire tree. But it's got to come through the delivery boy. That's the devotee. See, they work for the company, Amazon, right? The product is given to them, and they give it to the people. Why is it any different in spiritual life? Could you imagine you order from some, say, a bogus company? This is what's going on now. Why people don't get the delivery of Krishna or become delivered. See, they get another product. They don't get the real Amazon. The person doesn't work for the real company. That's what Maya is. She lies. She cheats. She steals. She hides the company, the real company. That's her job, right? See? So, what is preaching? Preaching is the devotee who really works for Amazon, really works for Krishna, really works for the Vrindavan Dham. See, and they bring you the real product, which is love for God. See, that devotion. See, that's the whole problem with ISKCON and all these groups. They haven't had the delivery from Amazon yet. They got some other deliveries. It's not from the real company. The real company is this love of Krishna, man. Isn't it? Isn't this the real delivery of the real company? Of this, you got to prove. See, that's why Lord Caitanya said, those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Because you get the real delivery. Oh, what, you come to Krishna consciousness movement? What kind of delivery are you looking for? What do you want? What's your desire? Well, I come here, I want Krishna. I don't exactly know what that is. And, I come here, I see you got a nice group, and these books, they seem attractive, and I get prasadam here and all that. Yeah, but developing Krishna consciousness is to know the goal of life is life's ultimate goal. Every devotees, they should be seen. I mean, can you imagine coming to ISKCON or Gaudiya meeting and not know life's ultimate goal or the means to attain it? They still haven't taught it. I don't, they go around, look at us, we're Narayan Raj devotees, and they really don't know life's ultimate goal nor the means to attain it, even though they heard from Narayan Raj for 40 years now. We're here to prove, to test you, to see if you know what life's ultimate goal is. Because if you do, you would be here. This is life's ultimate goal, is this kind of worship. See? Hear from Krishna's flute and become a gopi. Why aren't you doing that? Well, we already did it. Well, why don't you prove it? Where's your love of Krishna? Oh, we don't show that. Well, what kind of preacher are you? Why not just become a shoe salesman or something And take off that sannyasi thing and stop preaching if you can't show life's ultimate goal and teach how to get there quick. What is the point? It's like ridiculous. It's like a big show for nothing. Life, what is life's ultimate goal? See, is this love of God. What is the means to attain it? Krishna's flute. Where is that? Then you hear the real song of deliverance. You get the real Krishna. And if you're really looking for that, oh man, it feels so good. Oh, I found home. That's what I got. Prabhupada's books. I found home. I felt that. I said, oh, I found home. When I got even the Bible, I thought, oh, I found home. This is what I was looking for all my life. See? And people, when they come to Prabhupada's books or the Bible, many people feel like I found some solace here. See? And can you imagine you preach it? See, but a lot of people, they get contaminated because around all of that is snakes. See, so snakes are there. They go there because they want name and fame. They go, wow, I can get power here. Isn't it? See, religion can corrupt you. You know why? Because there's power there. There's spiritual power. You can get worship there. You can get what you can't get from the world even. Dangerous place, actually, religion, to be a leader. You can be more corrupted than this. As a matter of fact, politicians are afraid of the people in religion. They have more power than they got. Yeah, there was one book written about this Latin dictator, and he was very afraid of this religious leader. He says, "This guy's got more power than me because they worship him. Whatever he says, they believe. More control." You don't think there's snakes around in religion? Are you kidding? That's why Krishna says, abandon all varieties of religion, man. There's contamination there. There's no fault in abandoning ISKCON leaders. There's contamination there. Proving it? Well, hey, man, where's your gopis? You want to see where my gopis are? Oh, they're right here. They prove it to you. They show you every day. They have love of Krishna. They have the symptoms of love of Krishna. And you can't prove diddly squat, so why should I even pay you any mind? I pay you mind. I'm giving, see, this is pay you mind. See, some mind over there. So purification, so people can move on. Well, we don't want that truth. We want lies. We want paths that don't work. Too bad, man. You're going to get it anyway. We're not going to stop this song. We're not going to stop dancing on the threads, right? Just like Krishna. He didn't stop dancing on Kalya's hood. Kalya said, no, I don't like you. Get out of my leg. Krishna, no, I'm going to stick around till it's finished. The same thing. We're going to stick around these threads, refuting the Ritvic theory threads and all that stuff, Still trying to refute the Ritvic theory. And they can't refute it. You know why? Because they don't have the truth. They think, oh yeah, we're going to refute the Ritvic theory by installing a dead guru who's not alive yet. So they can't refute anything. Either one can't refute each other. They just fight endlessly, uselessly. That's the pastime of Maya, illusion. They never come to the proper conclusion. We come here, oh yeah, we reconcile it. Oh, simply, yeah, Ritvic. Ah, that's a band-aid. You can help you for a while. Okay? And the living guru thing, oh yeah, you just find Krishna's real flute, man. Shuddha Bhakti, they're pumping out Satchidananda, clear, conclusive truth and ecstatic devotion, man. There you go. Now you found the real guru, man. Now you can become a gopi very easily. Because when you start to become a connoisseur, you think, "Wow, man, I just love what this person says. It's so perfect. It's so clear. It's so clarifying. It's so logical. It's so mwah." See, whoa, Gopi, we got one now. Isn't that like you see Amy's like that? Oh, we should go high. She's my cheerleader. Oh, go high. Would you say? Oh, I just love it so much. You see, Gopi. Simple. Gets better and better. Your class is Janaki. See, Gopi. River says, "Oh, he's Gopi." We would make them pop them like lilies. Pop them out, man. Pop those babies out, man. Gopi baby. Hot enchilada. Another hot enchilada. Very easy. So moi, 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 Bruce Lee. O king, when the young ladies heard the sound of Krishna's flute, which captivates the minds of all living beings. People might say, what captivates the minds of all living beings? That can't be true. Most people can't even read the Srimad Bhagavatam yet. How are the minds of everybody being captivated? See, Yoga Maya, Mahamaya. It's all Krishna's flute. See, Yoga Maya is the transcendental potency that we praise with gusto, right? We love that transcendental potency. It's lovable, it's purifying, it's pure, it's praiseworthy, right? And then Mahamaya. Oh, yeah, distinguished from that highest truth. Yeah, that's called Bhagavatam. That's why you got to be the devotee like that. When that comes out of their mouth is the real Bhagavatam, the highest truth, Shuddha Bhakti. See, what's coming out of your mouths out there, Guru Devs? See, distinguished from illusion. They're not. Are you telling them the truth, or are you one of these persons? You've ascertained the truth and you keep it for yourselves and not telling your disciples. Am I hearing everyone? You guys got to know. Prabhupada withheld that for a while, Bhakti Siddhanta too, because of you're like most of you are now. But it's in those crowds, in those groups, is there anybody that can hear this message of Bhagavatam, the highest truth distinguished from all levels of religion, even blasting your faith in bogus gurus, in those who have not attained flute status? They're not the true flautists for Krishna. Can you, are you ready to let go of that? Yeah. No, no, I have faith in Jaipadak and Radhanath. Yeah, are their eyes wet yet? You ever see any tears? You see any holy laughter like you see in my disciples proving that they're become gopis? They've gotten the real mercy of Lord Caitanya because the real mercy is here. Does anybody prove that but here? Have you seen proof anywhere but here? How about any of these gurus? They say, "Well, I found another raga." Yeah, yeah. Are you like this? Are tears pouring out of your eyes like these disciples here? So that's the test for everybody, every single one of you, man. Do you see the value in this kind of preaching here yet? Do you see the power in this indomitable power here to turn people into gopis like that? People come here, some they get their relationship like this. All of a sudden it becomes manifest. Some they don't even know. They think, oh, well, I just want to protect Krishna. I will die for Krishna. Where do you get that, man? Die for Lord Chaitanya. Where do you hear the story? And just now they have no idea, of any tattva. They never studied the Bhagavatam or anything, but they just said, I don't know, this can be so everything to me. Really? How do you get that? See, so we attract really people from probably past lives or who knows what. Who cares? You got it, man. We're just here. We're just delivery boys and girls, right? We're just here to deliver Amazon. Make Amazon men and women, Tarzans. Ah! Preaching like lions, man. Swinging through trees of these jungle here. Jungle, we're swinging through the trees. Facebook. All these animals up there, snakes. No problem, man. We're Tarzan and Jane together, man. Swing through the trees in the jungle, man. They just trying to. Go ahead. Hiss away. Which captivates the minds of all living beings, they embraced one another and began describing it. The cowherd girl said, "Oh, friends, those eyes who see the beautiful faces of the sons of Maharaj Nanda are certainly fortunate. As these two sons enter the forest, surrounded by their friends, driving the cows before them, before uh, they hold their flutes to their mouths and glance lovingly on the residents of Vrindavan. And for those who have eyes, we think there is no greater object of vision. Dressed in a charming variety of garments, which their garlands rest, and decorating themselves with peacock feathers." Okay, we're going to go. Let's go somewhere else now. Let's go on another vine somewhere here. Let's see here. Let's see, database. Let's go to some Chaitanya Charitamrita. Ah, chapter 1. Chapter 1?
What book?
Oh,
Adili?
yeah,
Adi?
Adi Lila. Yes, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Adi Lila, chapter 1. And verse number 30. I offer my obeisances unto all my Vaishnava readers as I begin to explain the intricacies of all these verses. I request that all my Vaishnava readers read and hear with rapt attention this narration of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita inculcated in the revealed scriptures. When you start to really get purified, you come across things like I just came across something. Read and hear. See, I thought, let me look at the word for word. See, so look at the word for word, and let's see what happens here. Verse 31, the word for word. Sakala, all, Vaishnava, devotees of the Lord, Suna, please hear. Kari, making, Eka, rapt attention. Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishnera, of Lord Sri Krishna, Shastra, scriptural reference, Mata, according to Nirupa, decision. You notice something? Reading was not in there. It was only hearing. Prabhupada put it in there, and there's a reason. He got people to read that book. he knew they weren't going to really hear it. I mean, that's why
Yeah.
hearing is in there. Of course, hearing. But you read this book, and get some purification. You know, read it 2 hours a day. Would tell people to read that book. But ultimately, you got to follow the real verses there. You need to hear it. Then you get perfection. You get purified. You hear it, you become so conclusive, and you teach people the conclusive understanding. See, I'm not here to hold it back. I'm here to just tell you the straight sauce, man. Give you the whole enchilada. Lots of cheese on it and tofu inside. Sauce, a lot of sauce, or you get the sauce, either one. Give me Karuna, I'm gonna give him the sauce, and a lot of you get the nice sauce. You got to free some of the captives sometimes, and then we just pour the sauce on the enchilada, and people just eat it nicely, nice and cheesy. Yeah, yeah. So here, see, so here, just like Maharaj Parikshit, did he read the Bhagavatam? He heard it. What did the wives of the Brahmins? Did they hear from the cowherd boys? Obviously, they went to see them, right? They would hear their voices. See, that's why the most powerful purification. Turn your camera on and listen. Ask questions if you get confused. Like Sim asks questions in this to clarify things, and good questions. That's what Maharaj Parikshit also did. So very nice. Yeah, that's it. That's the high. You found the highest path. I'm just teaching the highest. We're teaching the highest path. You know, this is it, man. The highest path. If anybody can understand what I'm saying here, that this is the highest path, and just turn your camera on every day and be committed to turning that camera on every day. Make that your ritual. Make that your sadhana practice. Let me get up and turn my camera on. Let me sleep in and watch the replay or something. If you'll just even do that, you'll get the highest truth. It's better than following 100 Jaipatakas, a million Radhanas. Really, bottom line is look at you guys and look at their followers. A lot of you were following them, Namahatas and all that stuff. Good fortune you washed up on this shore over here. Shore, on the shore. This is where you get shored up. See? Shored up by the truth, man. Solid. Smart, intelligent, logical, ecstatic. You got everything everybody wants. Then they pay big dollars to get, and they never get it very well. You get everything here, man. You become the most intelligent person. You get to become the most best feelings you get, the highest feelings, that God feelings that nobody even knows, that reveal the mysteries of the true Lord. You get all that here. You know it real well. That's real wealth, man, to know the mysteries of God and how he feels, what he feels. You think intimacy with some most beautiful man or woman is anything? Huh. Intimacy with God is the most fantastic thing that everybody is looking for, all the way up from the lizards, all the way up to the human beings. Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. I request all my Vaishnavas to read and hear with rapt attention this narration of Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, as inculcated in the revealed scriptures. See, scriptural reference according to the decision of the revealed scriptures. And so you want to find the real path. You got to hear from somebody where you can see that what they say is the essence of these scriptures. But most people lost that. They don't. They don't understand that, do they? They listen to people who don't give them the essence, and then they think the essence is bad. See, everything is reversed. That's why I abandon all variety. I don't want that. I don't need that. Doesn't add anything to me. You gurus added nothing to me. Nothing. Zero. And you guys think zero is good. That's zero. No, that's nothing, man. Why should I preach anything like, hey, man, you could leave them. If you come here, if Krishna gives you the good sense, you'll see you come and you listen. Otherwise, you don't even have the desire awakened so that you're thrown into the Vaidipala. You're there with those who are like the Pharisee types, and we know what they were like, right? Okay? But if you want to know the truth and you come here for 30 days, you're going to get truth that that'll dispel all your illusions. You'll see that this is more logical than that you heard in 40 years there, or what you wanted to hear, but you didn't hear from Prabhupada or Bhakti Siddhanta because it wasn't given them. Yeah. You'll get the real Bhagavatam, not keeping. I'm not keeping you the purport to myself. Bhaktivinoda said, "This is what acharyas did. This is what he did. He did it. He didn't tell you everything. It was in his writings. That's why he wrote constantly. He had to express himself. These conceptions, he knew most people would not. They just read it and not understand. They were like Jesus. Jesus had to express himself. He knew people would not understand him. And he said, you guys got ears, but you don't hear. Just like now, I'm preaching all these beautiful things that I even think are beautiful, that I know are from God. And people, blah, 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 blah. And the people and the sinners, see, the sinners listen to them. See, that means you're contaminated, man. You can't appreciate the rope. This is a rope being thrown out at the world. Okay? So we go on. It doesn't, what are you going to do? Just shake you give them the message, I give the message, and some people will hear. They will come. Many are called, but few are chosen. Why should it ever be any different? It was that when Lord Caitanya, he came into a town, thousands of people were there to hear him, but didn't hear him. That's always like that. And he said, yeah, I came for you too, Rupa and Anupam, Rupa and Sanatan. Out of those thousands of crowds, oh, I came for you too, because they got Lord Jesus. They were just naturally, they were waiting for this person. And Lord Chaitanya was waiting for them. And they were waiting to make that connection. That's called preaching. That's why you see, one by one, many are called, right? Right over Facebook, calling many, and the few are chosen. They know who they are. They come here. Yeah, I'm sad. Rather have, a few good ones than thousands of smelly ones. You got to deal with all that stuff. And then they end up leaving anyway because they don't have the strength. So, so that's your service out there, you guys. You get all the problems. We get all the nectar here. No, well, it's just the way it works. You can also come here and be a guru like this. I'm here to train gurus. Yes, yes, I'm here to train even the illustrious Radhanas if he would be willing to get the real training. Or any of them. Oh, you bring Trump here and I'll teach him a thing or two, or three or four, or five or six, or seven or eight. I'll teach him how to count. I'll teach Radhanath how to count. Yes, I will. Because my Lord is with me and he is Shuddha. He is Shazam. Behold the chosen ones. Hey man, what are you going to do? If you're a chosen one, you're a chosen one, man. I'm so envious of you chosen. Well, you could also be a chosen one. Are you, choice. Chosen? You want to choose this path? It's up to you, man. I'm going to still preach it. You come here, you're going to be the best guru in the world, man. You're going to be the best follower in the world. You're going to be the best of the happiest in this world. You're going to be the most logical in the world. You're going to be the most clear in the world. Why? You don't want that? Come on, man. You're going to be the most beautiful in the world. People who can appreciate beauty will say, wow, man, here's another flute of Krishna. How can it not be the most beautiful thing in the world or person in the world if you're Krishna's flute? You become attractive to the old, to the young. It doesn't matter because you're delivering the real Amazon in the sky, the real product, man. Made in America, made in Germany, in the best place. Srila Goharidas will make the ISKCON devotees into gurus. That would finally be a good job. People must say, this guy, this is why they say, he is so smug. He's not afraid of anybody. He doesn't care about it. And not even a Narayan Maharaj. He even talks about, man, I'll go against anything that I consider untruth. I get very crabby like Bhakti Siddhanta. If I see something that's not, what is this many lifetime preaching thing? What is this? No way. You come here in this lifetime, prema bhakti for you. Hey man, that I'm here for isn't that in the book, River? Didn't it say Lord Caitanya came here to distribute ecstatic devotion even to the lowest persons? Nityananda was ordered and I was ordered. Well, I have a job to do. We're all working together, right? Teamwork. Pass the ball, the river, sometimes pass it to Lalita, pass it to Johan, pass it to Janaki, pass it to Govinda. See, and we're running around the field, with passing the balls around, the different devotees. And the opposition, they're looking this way. They're looking at Lalita one day, and they're looking at Gohari. They're looking at River. They're looking at Govinda. And we got the ball. We're running around the field, man. And we don't want to catch the goal too fast. We want to run around the field for a while, have some fun, get some exercise, right? You don't want to just go straight to the goal. We already got the goal. We already got the ball. We got the baby, man. Carrying the baby, man. Passing it around. Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. Janardhan here. All right. Isn't he a sweet devotee? I just, he is fantastic. What a beautiful jewel of Krishna's glories. Lalita, please, Guru Maharaj, give this ISKCON Gurus the mercy. They are so empty and waiting for knowledge. Poor disciples being lame and ill-advised all the time. You know what Krishna Kaviraj says, I'm lame and ill-advised, and Madan Mohan are my advisors. That's what we're here. We're here to make God, the Lord, your advisor here. See? The Lord, Radha and Krishna, conclusive truth and ecstatic devotion be inside you also, like it is in Guru. Now that's real Guru, huh? To make the miracle that the same Lord that's inside them is inside you. Now that's the reason to go to a spiritual master, isn't it? Or do you want to spend all your days with those who don't have that relationship but are pretending to have it? They're having their doties and they're prancing around the stages like the Pharisees, but they can't deliver that relationship because they don't have it themselves. You come here and you become like this, right? Isn't Lalita like Gaur Das? Isn't River like that? Doesn't she have ecstatic devotion? Yeah, that's being a real father and mother. You awaken the father and mother in others. So it's internalized. Otherwise, you stay external devotee. Oh, Gurudev, give me mercy. And you never get this kind of mercy. Your whole lives, the gurus don't have it themselves. They also need to get here. This is the greatest mercy, is to internalize this worship that the guru has. Ecstatic, intimate love of God, life's ultimate goal. Can you see with your own eyes that goal is attained here?
It is the means and the method and the goal. You see the goal. And the method is the devotee themselves, the role model, right? All you do is you look at your father and mother, which is the bona fide spiritual master. They're your father and mother. You just look at them, turn the camera on every day, and you hear from them, and you're being schooled. You know, it's like you become Superman. What did Superman do to be schooled? He went to his fortress of solitude. Think of this as the fortress of solitude. You come here every day, your fortress of solitude. What did he do? He had the crystals. He turned them on, and his father and mother came and preached to him and taught him. See, first his father. This movie follows the real course of Krishna consciousness. Give me any movie, I'll preach Krishna to you. Hey, this is a new revelation already. Thank you, Lord. Didn't know this came out. See, you notice in the Superman movies, the father came first, right? Father preaching the word, born of the word. What was born of the word? The mother. The mother came, mother of devotion, right? And you see now in the Superman things, they got the mother coming now, not just the father. The father exploded, but this father doesn't explode. The mother comes now. See, now the mother is prominent. See, it's just like then he started to realize all these things because the mother did, and now at the end of the series, towards the end of the series, is the mother is teaching all these things. It's the mother that helps Superman out, right? Isn't that the truth? See? And okay, man, you got the father there, but you didn't understand the father yet because you don't have the mother. That's what ISKCON is like. That's what all these groups, Gaudiya Smiti included, you got the father there. You got the knowledge that you don't understand. You got Prabhupada's books you don't understand because you got to hear it from those who awaken the mother of devotion in you so you can become you bhakti vedantas out there without the bhakti, come over here and we'll get you the bhakti and you'll get the real vedanta and you'll be a real preacher and a real deliverer of your disciples. Otherwise you're just putting on a big show, man. It doesn't do much. Oh, Gurudev, give me mercy. And they give you vedanta with not powered by the real bhakti, not clarified by bhakti. See, bhakti clarifies, clarified butter, you boil it, right? To get the pure butter and take the poisons out. Well, that's what this devotion does. You notice that? Burns away all the impurities. And then pure ghee. Wonderful. Hare Krishna. So purport by Prabhupada. Lord Caitanya is the absolute truth, Krishna himself. See, this is substantiated by the evidence from the authentic spiritual scriptures. Sometimes people accept man as God on the basis of their whimsical statements and without reference to the revealed scriptures. So that's the situation in most of these groups, these big organizations. They accept Krishna as God without the scriptural truths, the revealed scriptures. If you have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, you will describe Krishna's philosophy, Krishna conscious philosophy, according to the revealed scriptures. Yeah, otherwise, you can't do it. That's whimsical. That's why you don't see, we get the result of the awakening of bhakti, okay? Because we're describing here, empowered by this bhakti to see the essence of truth and to preach it. Not to just see the essence of truth like Prabhupada, like Bhaktivinoda, Bhaktisiddhanta, but not preach that and preach something else. Preach the Vaidhi, what do you call it? Vaidhi Bhakti, to get a lot of fish in a barrel. You see how many people come because of that's teaching. They're not ready for this. Even now, after 50 years, look, most of the Vaishnavas still not ready for this. Still can't appreciate these beautiful things, beautiful teachings, essence of truth. Still not ready. Is it surprising why Prabhupada preached like that? And why the gurus only preach like that? Because still people are not ready for this. But some are, right? Many are called and few are chosen. Are you the chosen ones out there? We'll make you more than the Neo in the Matrix, man. You're going to be the Neo and Trinity put together, man. See, everything is coming together now. You see, even the movies are coming together. See, Superman, father and mother. See, father and mother, everything is about Krishna, man. It's all about Krishna. The movies, even too. But you come here, you'll realize all these things. You realize what the real programming is, the real prediction is, not this Illuminati thing. That's all illusion stuff. See, the real Neo, you see in the latest movie is Neo, not just Neo is the one, the Trinity together. Still like the story outside. No, no. Put them together. That's you. That's enlightenment inside. See, love of God, love of Krishna, the highest revelation of realization. You got to meet somebody that's like that. See? Now you got a role model to look at. Now you're going to learn something, especially when they're telling you. You don't see me saying, well, I realized this truth for myself. Oh, they're all just so stupid out there. And they're just going to hate this because they won't be able to appreciate this. They'll just go away. So I'll preach Varnashram Dharma and regulative practice, devotion. You can practice. Yeah, do the ceremonies. No, I don't tell you that. I tell you the essence here for the few. See, and then more come, right? That's the way it always is. More is snowball. You got to get some snow on the ball, right? See, and then there's more snow, and it gets bigger, right? After a while, it takes over the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, great. Uh, See, but the author Chaitanya Charitamrita proves his statement citing the Shastras. Thus, he establishes that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme personality of Godhead. See, Lord Chaitanya was the combined form. He's not just Krishna, is he? See? He's Sri Krishna Chaitanya. See, combined form was in him. The love for Krishna was in him. This is what it came to teach. That's why you need a living devotee now to teach you that lives like that. See, the love of Krishna is in them. It's their life force. You could say they're Chaitanya also. Chaitanya Das. They're following in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya because Radha and Krishna are their life force. You could see with your own eyes. You can feel it. It polarizes. You could see where you fit. I hate you, Gaur Hari Das, your team, man. Oh yeah, we see where you belong, man. No problem. Proof of potency, man. You did that to Krishna, you're going to do it here. Otherwise, I'm not no real servant of the Lord. I'd be a people pleasing guru like that. They don't do that. They know they can't express such things. Oh, everybody likes them, or the most people like them because they're people pleasers. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear, like a politician, right? They get together. How can we remain gurus? Because they can't remain gurus if they were preaching the real truth. How could you remain a guru? The truth is, the guru is not like that in this chapter here. The real guru makes you a gopi in demonstration. Love of Krishna begins to awaken in many of their students who are sincerely listening with rapt attention. They can't do any of that. Therefore, what does that mean? Oh, they're part of the illusion. See, highest truth is the real Guru Tattva, right? According to the revealed scriptures, right? And the illusion is preaching Guru Tattva, not according to the revealed scriptures. So there's no fault in that. You can abandon Radhanath and Jaipatak and they're not. Hey, man, you need a guru. I ain't going to stop preaching the truth. I'm here to do that. This is really, 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 truly, 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 truly the truth. You want deliverance, deliverance, deliverance. You want to be a gopi, 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 gopi. See, you need the real flute, flute, flute of Krishna. And they prove themselves being according to the revealed scriptures. They are the revealed scriptures. That's why it's effective here. Take this medicine, it's safe and effective. Why take poison pills or pills? That's why to go to big pharma. Isn't that what they do? They give you some good stuff and they put some poison in there. And they're doing it worse now. Oh, watch out for the capsules. Ooh. People are finding nails, pins in the capsules now. Oh, they're getting blatant, man. Watch out for the capsules you take. I'm not lying, man. People are pulling out these capsules and they have needles in them, man. And you don't think why you think I'm kidding why I say watch out now, be very careful, keep your eyes open, man. Traps set everywhere. They're getting very blatant about it. I mean, the movies are showing it. If I want to know what they're doing, I just look at the man who fell to earth. You can watch that. You could see they want to make your god demons. They're blatantly doing it, man. They got this lady in this cat. I tell you that I was watching yesterday. This lady, she's a working for. She's like a nun. She's a nun, right? And they got this man who fell to earth, and he's got some wound, right? And it's in the side. It's like Jesus, wound in the side. I just got that just now. It's oh, look at that wound in the side, and they're operating on him. And then they open him up, or could they take this bullet out of him? What comes out? All these little like poison. What do you call those things? The ones with the pinchers, thing like that. And they got the big stinger, the scorpions coming out, and they're all freaking out at first. And then the nun is there, and she says, "This is God." And she looks at his eyes, and his eyes go from regular to the what do you call uh, lizard eyes, the reptilian eyes, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And she says, at first she says, and everybody's around and they're freaked out saying, "Oh, this is a demon." No, she said, "No." And she's a nun. "No, this scorpion's coming out of the guy." "No, this is God, Nephilim." She even used the word Nephilims. "This is God, this is holy." Can you believe it? And people watch this stuff, and you see already they're programmed to put the mask on. What are they going to be programmed to worship? Lucifer. That's what it's all about. Predictive programming, man. Then they got the nun there representing the one who represents, and she said, "This is the real God." And the lizard eyes, and they're all coming out with it, man. Worship the lizards, man. Worship the reptiles. They're your gods. See, this is the time, man. We are in the last days, man. I'm telling you, man. This is getting really blatant. It's great for my preaching. I love it. Thank you very much, man. I've been waiting to come at this time. It's a fantastic time. The highest truths will be revealed in the lowest moments. Yeah, the greatest growth is in the most critical of times. Isn't that when it is? Where did Prahlad? He was born at the height of the demoniac time. They took over the whole this world. That's nothing. They took over the whole universe. The demons. They were in charge. They're powerful, man. They have a lot of these movies now with these teams. They come in, they look like reptiles, and they're the gods. They want to be the controllers of the world now. David Icke, there's a lot what he's truth to what he said. I mean, why would you spend 30 years researching this stuff if there wasn't truth in it? But is that the real God? No, no. We're here to bring the real God. The real God is intelligent, really intelligent. These guys, these snakes, stupid, dumb. They're a little smarter. See, they're crafty. See, the snakes, the reptiles, they're just very crafty. They're very deceptive. They lie and they cheat you. That's just their nature. But is that really smart? No. But they control. See, they control people who believe. Is who do you have faith in? See, that's why you come here, man. We get you out of the snakes in religion. You abandon religion because you get the truth about how everything works. You get real knowledge. You get God's knowledge, the true God, the one that even the snakes are serving, that the reptilians are serving indirectly. That's why even they follow rules. They follow the rules. They tell you that they're deceiving you, but that they have to. And most people are all dumbed down. See, they follow the rule, and because the Lord gives you a choice. Do you want to listen to my real representative, or you want to listen to the reptilians who lie and cheat and deceive? Right? Didn't Jesus predict it? You know, there's going to be a time where there's going to be great deception upon the world. There's always a great time like that. It goes cyclic. The demons get really strong. See, Kali Yuga, right? Kali Yuga. What is Kali Yuga? What's the meaning to Kali Yuga? The deception becomes really strong, right? So they say it's 400 and something thousand years and all that. I believe it's been speeded up. Even Jesus said it was speeded up. Jesus said the Lord has shortened this for the elect. That's why we're doing our canvassing now. Hey, anybody ready to go back, man? You want to get out of this? Where the reptiles start ruling the world like openly, and you see you're just been a slave all along. Yeah, you can read Srimad Bhagavatam. You see the symptoms of Kali already speeded up. You can go and you see, wow, that's already happening here. So it's great. Shorten the time, man. Shorten the preaching. Get people who are ready to go. Okay. So Lord Krishna enjoys by manifesting himself as the spiritual masters, the devotees, the diverse energies, the incarnations, and the plenary portions. They're all six in one. You know how people say servitor Godhead, good is God, all of that? It's really true when you find the real spiritual master. But people lose faith in that because they get all these the imitations out there who are not really that. The bottom line is if you found a real guru, you found Lord Krishna who is enjoying as that guru. And you found that guru enjoying as Lord Krishna. Ooh, what a great position. Who wouldn't want to be like that, huh? You want the highest enjoyment? Yeah, Lord Krishna's enjoying as you, and you're enjoying as him. The same kind of enjoyment, same kind of bliss, same kind of ecstasy as him. Pretty nice, huh? What guru is showing you that? Can you see that your guru? How do you know you're not being deceived in this age of Kali by some guru? Oh, yeah, I'm Guru Dev. Yes, I've got this ecstasy, but I can't show it to you. I can't because I don't have it. Oh, I can justify. Oh, it's so personal. Oh, yeah, it is so personal. And it is very personal. It needs to be on your person too. We're here to make that person in you, make you a person like that. Internalize internal bhakti. Love of Krishna is dancing in your heart. The Lord is manifesting. You become a spiritual master because He's manifesting as you, and you're manifesting as Him. His ecstasy, His beauty, His truth. Simple, huh? We're making Vaishnavas like that, devotees of the Lord. That's pretty amazing, huh? Miracle. Why can't people see the miracle here? Can you see that Lord Krishna is enjoying as Lalita Ganga? Can you see that she's also enjoying as Lord Krishna? She enjoys the Radha's love, right? Doesn't he? Doesn't she? God, it's hard to tell who's who, huh? They are pretty intimate. Man, you talk about high truth being preached here, huh? This is Vrindavan in practice, in reality, in real time. This is the reality show of Vrindavan. It's real here. No wonder these Narayan Raj people don't believe it. It's so, no, can't be. No, that's so hard. Can't be. Well, it is. Yeah, you're right, Freddie. That's exactly it. See, manifesting himself as the spiritual master or spiritual masters, whoever has got this mercy, eh, is Lord Krishna. That's why they deliver you, Lord Krishna. They're a via medium for that. You get conclusive truth and real ecstasy. See the songbook, Sri Guru Charana Padma. From them, by their word, ignorance is destroyed, and from them, ecstatic prema emanates. You got a guru like that? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that yet. Well, their word I hear and I just believe it. But it makes me hate Gaur Haridas's classes. That's a sure sign you're worshiping a person who is not realized if you don't like these classes. And most don't because they believe into those guys. They believe in the speculators. Why wouldn't you want to believe in the real thing? Here we got everything you read in the scriptures is here. By their word, ignorance is destroyed. We even destroy religion here by my word. I don't have to do any physical stuff. I just speak the word. Religion, boom, gone, and explodes. I'm a lazy guy like my Lord. My Lord is lazy. He just likes to look at things and get it going. He just likes to speak the word and boom, gone. These are everybody else is working to change things, all the way from the worldly politicians. These snakes and lizards. They work hard, man. Just to, every day they got to have their meetings in the WEO or the World Economic Forum WEF. You know their meetings, and they got to fly in their jets and pollute everything, and then tell you not to pollute anything. Such hypocrisy. Oh, you'll own nothing and be happy, but they'll own everything and be happy, and you're gonna own nothing. Such hypocrisy. That's your rulers, man. And you believe in them. What can God do if you believe in people like that and you won't believe in this word? Oh, you don't believe in this word, you get that's why you get those gurus out there who can't do it. They can't deliver you real Krishna. Krishna doesn't come as them. You can't see the love of Krishna in them. You can't see anything. Well, what do you expect? You listen to them, you believe in them. You don't believe in those who produce love of Krishna, like the book says. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. No, no, you'd rather go and worship those who don't produce the result of love of Krishna. They don't even know what it is. Narayan Raj didn't produce one love of Krishna anywhere, and nobody will come forward to prove it. They can't because it's not there. It's here. It's here. So, what is the God going to do? You want to listen to the Narayan Raj still preaching? You want to listen to Jaipataka's preaching and just get nothing but empty rituals and lots of fasting and lots of work, lots of faith in external bhakti, but no enchilada? Amy's eating the whole enchilada. Fanny's eating the whole, she gets the whole enchilada. See, River's eating the whole enchilada. See, Karuna only gets a little taste of it, just a little bit. It's okay. We'll wear him down, right there, River? He thinks he's wearing us down. We're wearing him down now. Janardhan wants a burrito. Wow, he has to be different, huh? Okay, you can have a burrito too. Burritos are related. We do Mexican here because I'm in Mexico. I therefore worship the lotus feet of these six diversities of the one truth by invoking their benedictions. So that's why the Lord comes as a spiritual master, so you can begin to learn about these things. Otherwise, you don't know. If you're not the real spiritual master, you're not the narrow gate. People can't go in through you, through your example. They can't get love of. That's why you see, you guys couldn't get it the other way. You had to go in the real door, and boom, you're in, and very fast and very easy. And now you're happy campers. So you camped out in the material world. You realize, oh, this is just a passing train station. Yeah. See, so through the bona fide spiritual master, you learn about those other diversities. You learn about who is the plenary portion. You really get them. You get to commune with them. You get to know Nityananda and Advaita and Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna and the devotees. But if you can't recognize the spiritual master in the world, you're still in process, man. You will take another birth. You will be destroyed. You'll take another birth because the Lord always sends them here. Well, He must send them here. How can people? Everybody out there is proof that they need one. This preaching is proof that people need them. You've been, many of you, with religion, Johan and Janaki, with religion for years and years and years and years, and now it's fructifying. Proof. You're the proof. You're the witnesses. River was chanting 16 rounds going to Namahata. You're the proof that this is significant. This is different. This is really effective, faster. She would have been chanting for her whole life like this. She still looks back at them, and they're still more or less in the same place. They ain't moved much, right? Same kind of thing. Nothing much. But look at her. They need to look at her. Look at all these people that I've been preaching over the years, and look how fast it is for us. And look, they're more or less still in the same place. Simply because they haven't accepted a bona fide spiritual master manifested here, right in front of their face, blatantly, like all over Facebook. So 365 days a year, preaching again and again and again, and empowering other devotees, and they're preaching again and again and again. Shows you how much blindness there is in this world. But we will be victorious because the truth always wins. 108 rounds. Now I need a few names and I'm satisfied. Yeah, it shows you. That's what I say. This is really true. It's more powerful. Just turning your camera on and getting purified like this, then whatever you do chant is more fructiful. You know why? Because that love, that prema fructifies. Just one, that's why it says those who chant the holy name, see, Lord Chaitanya said, is a real Vaishnava, but you chant the holy name. Is it holy? Do you feel the holiness? That's why you can't fault a devotee who has that holiness awakened in them, whether they chant one round or it's up to them how many rounds they want to chant or unrounded. Everything is well rounded for them now. It's just a spoonful of sugar, spoonful of Krishna makes the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down. A spoonful of Krishna. I mean, that's all you need is one spoonful of Krishna. I can't personally. I can't sit. All this ecstasy I feel during chant. I have to stop and give a class or something. You know, this is. I don't know. I don't know how anybody can do it. I couldn't chant one lakh like this. No way. My body would explode. It's already intense enough. Need a little variety. Also need to kind of tone it down a little bit, speak a little bit. Then back for more later. Transcendental variety. Man. Yeah. Ah. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and the primeval Lord himself. See, so until people realize this, Guru Tattva, see, do you see any respectful obeisances to any mundane persons there? Any unrealized spiritual teachers or masters? Or is it all they're all Krishna, his Shuddha Bhakti potency in this world? You got to pay respect to Shuddha Bhakti potency. That's the secret of the Bhagavatam. That's the secret of the Gita. That's the secret of all secrets. That's the teaching here. Only pay your respectful obeisances for deliverance from those kinds of personalities. That's why you got to get through the living guru test. That's where you get purified to be able to recognize Shuddha Bhakti. Otherwise, you're contaminated by all those who don't recognize Shuddha Bhakti, including those gurus who don't recognize. Everyone has proved, even in this life, to Krishna and to Gaur Das, that they don't know Shuddha Bhakti and they don't recognize it. It was only Prabhupada who came in that lucid dream and Krishna who do. They were basically saying, "Hey, man, our rep. You're our rep here in this world. They didn't recognize you, but I recognize you. You're recognized by us." See, isn't that basically what it is? I couldn't find a living person to recognize this bhakti I'm teaching profusely in this world that is most effective than 1,000 radhanas, 1,000 Narayan Rajas. I'm preaching that kind of thing that only Prabhupada could recognize in Krishna. It's giving recognition. Because I tested them. We tested them and they failed. You failed ISKCON so far. Failed the Krishna. Well, you did a little service, but no, thank you for keeping things going there. It's just a band aid right now. Now we're ready to heal the wounds. Have it close it up now. No band aid there. The wound is still there. See? This is what scares this. This is scarecrow routine. Oh, he doesn't like Narayan Raj, the highest person. He goes against the preaching. You're darn tootin' I do. I must do it. Otherwise, you're going to go many lifetimes, man. You get the word of what he said many lifetimes. He may be a nice guy and everything, not nice enough for deliverance. I'm here to deliver. I'm here to deliver babies, man. We're here. We are here. My Lord and the flute and the flautist is here. Ooh, he's so smug. Gohar Das, you're so smug. How can you say these things, man? Well, my Lord was like that, way. Like father, like son. He was sometimes smug. He would say, hey, man, this is the way it is. Hey, Guru Tattva, can you imagine if people would just understand what's being preached here? Boom, become gopis, just like you guys. So you think we're going to get 1,000,000? How many do you think? Thousands or millions or hundreds or fifties? How many do you think we can bring back? Let's see. Yeah, yeah. So, purport. Krishnadas Kaviraj has composed a Sanskrit verse for the beginning of his book, and now he will explain it in detail. He offers his respectful obeisances to the 6 principles of the Absolute Truth. See, 6 principles headed by Guru, headed by Guru Tattva. See, the spiritual master. Krishna comes as the spiritual master. That's why you have to see some authority here. If you can't speak like this, you have to speak under the divine direction. People have to see there's something authoritative about you. You got to be like a Jesus if Krishna is using you, right? Is that right? Isn't that the real guru? Come on, man. What are we playing games here? Playing feigned, deceptive things? You got to be like a Jesus. You got to have like a people like Nicodemus come and say, they hear from Jesus, and the Pharisees, the envious Pharisees, come and they say, "Oh, did he say anything new?" You got to say, "No, I don't know, man. Whatever he said had impact on me. He said it so authoritative." That's its style, man. And if you can't take that, you're out thrown into the Vaidhi pile with all these Vaidhi gurus who are still in process and they haven't realized Krishna yet. And they're all kind of more or less wannabes. You see, they want it. It's nice. Come on, man. If you're not tasting transcendental mellows, it's kind of nice to be worshipped. Come on, yeah. Be honest now, you Radhanath. Isn't it kind of nice to be worshipped? Get all that money, and all that position, and people, oh, good, give me mercy, and bowing down, getting your feet washed. Oh, to be known as an exalted person in this world, and your eyes are still dry. See? How can you not be a little bit? I mean, I know you could be a Devananda Pandit type, very humble in the world, in the eyes of the world. But how about, are you humble in the eyes of God? Well, already tested him. No, no, Gohar, he's not in the real disciplic line. That's right from his mouth, man. Led my disciple right out. Lalita saw him already, right? You saw that Nityananda there. Isn't it beautiful words of blasphemy come out of his mouth? See? All because he listened to Radhanath. That's why you think I should pay him any mind at all. I pay him my mind to teach him a lesson or two, and everybody else. Unless you manifest these qualities, man, unless you awaken, pure love of Krishna and others, what kind of authority are you in this world? You can't prove it. See, where Chaitanya Charitamrita is in force now. We're the enforcers. See? Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. That is the words of Lord Chaitanya himself. They are in force now. Not Vaidhi Bhakti, not Varnashram Dharma. No, the words of Lord Chaitanya, the real guru, is the enforcer of those truths. Those, don't worry about what they do or what they eat or what they drink. Those who awaken ecstatic devotion to Krishna and others are certainly, without any doubts, confusions, contusions, speculations, the bona fide spiritual master. The very forceful words of the Absolute. You claim to believe in Lord Chaitanya or Radha and Krishna. Well, we're here to test your knowledge and your understanding. Can you see that ecstatic devotion is awoken in these devotees? Can you see it's exactly like the verse says that if Gaurahari is under question, is he bona fide or not? But can you see that verse is fructified here? Oh, you're donkey still. Go out there. Go follow Radhanath, the guy who led my disciple away, turned him into a blasphemer, going to Narayan, still a Narayan Maharaj blasphemer. He blasphemes, right? They say, I blaspheme him. Oh, I just bring out their blasphemy. All I do is go against the illusion, man. That's all. I just speak the truth, man. And they go, he hates you. Oh, you're contaminated, my friends. This is truth. Yeah, we prove it. You can't even prove awakening ecstatic devotion in not even one person, and we prove it over and over again. And you have to say that your concept of Krishna consciousness is more true than this, more real than this. That he's the head of a Gaudiya Vaishnava disciplic line from Prabhupada to Narayan Raj. Are you kidding? When we're awakening devotion to Krishna and people left and right, and you can't even do it in one, and you say that's the head? Shamarani, you better get your little ass over here where the real line is, where Prabhupada is. Otherwise, you're in illusion. All of you guys who claim to be Prabhupada disciples. The real line is here. Come to the front of the line, otherwise, you're way in the back, man. Come here and be real spiritual masters. Okay, Narayan Raj did what he did. Nice guy, but not good enough. My Lord threw brahmacharis better than that out of his kirtan. More austere than that out of his kirtan. See? And he'll bring you back like he did that brahmachari because he went to a real associate of the Lord that proved it had ecstatic devotion. Srivas. See, you want to be that brahmachari that comes back, or are you going to stay out of the kirtan of the real Lord Chaitanya because you don't go through the door, which is here, proven every day. Every day, proven. So you either stay outside the door or you come in the door. You don't come in this way. Your austerities, your chanting one lakh, you're still going to stay outside. That ain't it. You got to come in through the narrow gate. The real devotee, Guru Tattva, what they speak is really true. And you can check it in the book. If you don't understand in the book, you don't understand in preaching, you're an illusion. Whoever listens to you will be an illusion also. Will stay in illusion. Is this too firm? Lalita, am I speaking too firm? No?
Not firm enough.
Not firm enough? Got to firm it up? Okay, let us firm it up. Oh, if they do, people will explode. We'll get all the rage out of them in 5 minutes and we won't have any fun, man. They'll be, he's against Narayan Raj's preaching. You're darn right, man. I want you to be delivered in this life. I'm doing this for you. Because this is true. That's true too. Many lifetimes. He spoke the truth many lifetimes before you get prema. I speak the truth too. This lifetime you'll get prema. Many are getting it already. So we're speaking truth. He even told you many lifetimes, so I don't have any fault with that. It's true. Yeah, this lifetime you get prema. Well, it's coming true already with many devotees. I didn't just come in the door. I set up an entire bedroom in this house. I like Amy's words. They're great, isn't it? And it's always expanding into a glorious palace. That's how it is, isn't it? This is the real house. This is why it says, see, there's two dhams, two places of Krishna, to where God's pastimes are going. One is the place like Vrindavan, right? The place. And the other is the devotee. It's the same. And actually, the devotee's better because they're the moving place. Wherever they are, that's the grace place. I went through the kitchen. Yeah. Gorung is plural in number because anyone who gives spiritual instructions based on the revealed scriptures is accepted as a spiritual master. See, but that's not light. You got to really base it on the revealed scripture. You got to get purified. You have to follow a real guru to do that. Otherwise you're speculating. You have no experience. You don't know. You have to know what love of God is, but you have to experience. You got to feel it, man, with transcendentally awakened senses. You got to get bhakti lata bees. You got to follow the real process. Trust the process. Those who don't get it, or they deviate from it. They become a false follower. Here, you'll see there'll be false followers here. They'll come and they'll deviate from this, and you'll know, because if you're a real follower, you will be continually, the ecstasy will stay with you. See, the false followers, they dry up. They start preaching something else. That's what happened. That's why it was dry. Why should Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan ecstatic potency have diminished in the 500 years? It should be here intact, right? Well, it is intact, but the Lord's devotees usually have to come because these big sannyasis teaching these big austerity trips take over, right? They take over and pollute the parampara, and that's what we got now. That's not the real. Those are the false followers. See, they still trying to attain Krishna. See, it's many lifetimes for them, and then in their minds they fantasize they've attained Krishna, but they can't prove it. They can't show it. They can't awaken devotion to Krishna in others to prove that they're the real spiritual man. They can't do any of that, but we can. And we're false, right? The whole world thinks we're false practically. Oh, yeah, we're not the real deal, even though we do the real deal. Even though my Lord, just like with Jesus, always the same preaching. Jesus said, you don't believe in my words, you Vaidhi Bhaktas, don't believe in my words, right? Same thing, always repeat, rerun. See? You don't believe in his words. Okay, well, how about I say what Jesus said? Well, how about you see the works the Lord is doing? Look at the ecstasy in Lalita and River and Govinda and on and on and on, and Fanny's yeah. What about the works that the Lord is doing in them, proving these words are true? Because we work by word, man, and deed. The deed is the awakening of love of Krishna, devotion to Krishna. See? Well, why don't you believe in the works that the Lord is doing? See, say the same thing. Guru is one. They always say the same thing when deliverance is here. See, Prabhupada didn't say that. He said it in the books, waiting for this time. Because if he would have said it, that's what we'd be doing. Didn't happen, did it? Yet. But now is the time. He came, he gave me the order. Be that book in life, man. Show that your word is true. Whoever believes this word shall be free of all sins. It's true. You can't chant Hare Krishna like Lalita without being free of sin. Now she just still drinks a cup of coffee. Too bad, man. She could do what she likes because she likes Krishna. You're lucky. She's a good example. A good one. She's good. Good person. Like we might get some bad examples materially. Sudra types like Gaur Haridas. Doesn't like to follow all the rules like that. To show you it's not about good or bad. You could be good, you could be a vegan, you could do this, you could recycle or not do it. You got to see two examples, because if anyone says, "Well, I thought I would believe in Gaurahari, but I saw him eat this or do that or do this, and now I don't believe because of those external things." And they don't even see the internal thing, awakening the love of Krishna and others, whoever believes this message. showing that all power and authority has been given here to awaken people. What? I shouldn't say that? Why? I can say what I want. I like to say the truth. Didn't Jesus say all power and authority has been given to the Son? No, he can say it. Why shouldn't I say it? Why? Lord Caitanya said, yeah, I came here to deliver love of Krishna to the world. Oh, what? I shouldn't say? Yeah, the Lord has empowered me to deliver love of Krishna to anybody and everyone. Whoever will come here and make friends with the devotees and get purified will very easily attain devotion to Radha and Krishna, or devotion to Lord Chaitanya, whatever you want. It's the same. Or both. I have to say these things. Otherwise, what? How can you see that the same Lord that was working through Jesus and Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta and all these other persons is also working here? They say all these. Well, they held back. But when your deliverance is ready, you hear the Jesus type word. You hear the Lord Chaitanya type words and the Nityananda type words. See, they really expose the truth very deep. Stuff. The Lord shows his authority working. See? How are people going to know unless I tell them the real scriptures? The scriptures say those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. How can I, if I have, you see how many times I have to repeat the same simple verse because people's ears are so stopped up, they can't appreciate such truths. Yeah, I like saying it again and again because it's nice to speak the truth, man. It's just so great. It's long overdue. Those who awaken devotion, let's say it a few more times. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly, for sure, the spiritual master. And that could be you. Come here, we'll make you those kind of devotees because once you get prema, you become that kind of devotee. Very quickly you become a spiritual teacher and master. Why take so many lifetimes? That preaching, okay, that was fine for then. How about putting this preaching trumping that? When you can say this preaching trumps that, boom, you'll get this love of Krishna. Now you'll become a gopi very easily. All those things that you wanted to get that way that you didn't get, you'll get this way because now the word is made flesh in you. It's already made flesh here. Fleshy word, man. Flashy. Flashy, huh? It's pretty flashy, huh? This guy's he's flashy. He's so flashy. He's so Ooh, he's so overconfident. Yeah, you're right, man. I know, a person wealthy, they know, ask a wealthy man if they're wealthy. Do they know it? Yeah, I got lots of money. Yeah, I got lots of this. To me, this is wealth, man. Intelligence, the Lord has given all these gifts: intelligence, logic, clarity, ecstasy. Yeah, that's his wealth, man. His wealth is my wealth. My wealth is his wealth. I like that kind of relationship. Very intimate, man. You see why you got to pass the test? He ain't going to bond to you if you don't like him and you don't like his devotees. Are you kidding, man? You're contaminated. Psh, you're not part of the elites. We can make elites here. Hey, you 1%. We'll get you in first. You want to get in the kingdom first, even in spite of your dastardly deeds. You come here, man. My Lord will forgive everything. He's powerful, man. Make you gopi like that. I like how you explained the other day very clearly how spiritual master literally means one who has master spirit. Yeah, spirit. See, master spirit. The Lord wants to give that gift to master spirit. He wants to give you devotion. It's the only way to master. He's the supreme spirit, right? What do you think the American Indians, they call the great spirit? That's Krishna, man. That's their version of Krishna, the great spirit they saw. That's the essence of truth, the great spirit, man. You master the great spirit. When that Lord gives you the mercy. He gives you ecstatic love. That's spirit. That's his spirit. See, he gives you divine knowledge. ascertained by that love. That's spirit. You preach that knowledge to others, and that spirit of devotion is awakened in others. Oh my God, fame, I'm going to live forever. I'm going to learn how to be fly high. Yeah. Isn't knowledge important? You know, people take philosophy classes and all that because they want knowledge, right? Knowledge is interesting. It's important, yeah, because that's the material knowledge. Even philosophical speculation, that's kind of nice too. A lot of people they like take philosophy classes and everything, but it's still speculation. You know why? Because people don't know as it is. Hey man, there's a Lord, man, and Supreme Personality of Godhead. Radha and Krishna are the source of all incarnations. They don't know that, right? So there's still some speculation. See? We know that. See, it's all in the book. It's all in the purview of the understanding of those who are that book in person. That book in person is written by those who had this ecstatic feelings and the knowledge came. Therefore, they got scriptures. And you imagine the impact that's going to have on you with a person who is like that in their physical form, the word and the ecstasy made flesh. See, this is the full truth that Jesus said, the Word made flesh, or John. Here you hear the complete truth. The Word and the ecstasy made fleshy, man. Fleshy. See, you got to flash the fleshy. Flush them out, man. Flush out the illusions. See what you do. See that man who fell to the earth is basically what it is. See, you look good, on the outside and all that, but inside were all these dead bones and everything Jesus said. And they want you to work. This is your God. You see, right there, the nun. Got the nun. This is God coming to the earth. Worship Him. And inside there was scorpions and all that. Who do you think's teaching there? This is the Lord. This is the predictive programming. If you don't go beyond the superficial and listen to a realized soul, that's your destination. Those are going to be your gods. Okay? See, outside looking really good, just like these gurus, just like these politicians. So they put a big emphasis on dressing for success, don't they? See, but they're not dressed with the real dress, the wedding dress, the love of Krishna dress, goddess of fortunes dress. They're not dressed like that, are they? See, their external dress. Let me look good so I can get worship. See, that's devilish stuff. Yeah. Demon stuff. Demons like that dress real nice, but inside they're hypocrites. All these nasty scorpions inside, man, wanting to sting you. Hypocrisy, sting you, make you stupid and dumb-dumbed. Right? Isn't that right? They're stung by their words, their forked tongue, hypocrisies. I mean, it's up to you. You want what? You don't want to worship straight? Well, go to religion, man. Go to these persons who are not residents of Vrindavan and see how much Vrindavan you get. You come here, people get Vrindavan. Love of Krishna is Vrindavan. And you guys are getting it. Live in it. Live in the life of Vrindavan. Yeah. See, because anyone who gives spiritual instructions based on reveal is accepted as spiritual master. Although others give help in showing the way to beginners, the guru who first initiates one with the Maha Mantra is to be known as the initiator. And the saints who give instructions for progressive advancement in Krishna consciousness are called instructing spiritual master. See? So there it's there, but is it really we need to fluff that out more. You see, the saints who give you instructions. Are you a saint? See? The early Christians are a good example of this. The early Christians, when they got the Holy Spirit of devotion, they started to call each other saints. But if you didn't have that Holy Spirit, you're not a saint. The Pharisees weren't saints, but those fishermen who got the Holy Spirit became saints. This is the beginning of understanding what Lord Caitanya came to give. The Lord Caitanya came to make saints. This they don't even teach that there now. It's not even in the Krishna consciousness thing. It's completely forgotten. It's all over the books. The Lord came to make saints. He came to give ecstatic love of God even to the lowest people. Well, where's that in Narayan Maharaj's teaching? Huh? Where is it? If he's a successor. Now, to me, a successor now is, can you give success to those who listen to you? Can you become the devotee Bhagavat, man? Because you got love of Krishna, like those books were written by those who have love of God. Are you like that in flesh? Can you explain these books according to the revealed scriptures like that? And awaken bhakti in others like that? And the answer would be no, if anybody was honest. Except here, of course, because all that isn't happening here. I mean, it's a miracle. If you've got this is why the Lord chooses ordinary people. He wants to show, if I choose that person, if I live in that person completely, when love of God is in them, oh, I make even a fool of great poet. Do we read that? Those who get the mercy of Lord Caitanya, even a dumb man becomes a great poet. Even a crippled person can leap over mountains. Isn't that us? Isn't that that's me, man? Even I'm dumb. But the mercy of Lord Chaitanya gives some smarts. Yeah, I'm crippled without the Lord, and He's my walking stick, man. More than that, He's my what are those things you like a kangaroo thing? You bounce. It's got a spring on it. Yeah, you don't just walk. You dance through life. You bounce. You got spring in your step. Even Maria, she says, God, you just really moved down the road, man. She said, where'd you? I went to the store. And I said, oh, well, that's so far away. How did you do that? It's nothing, man. I listened to a class, or something, and just spring in the step, man. Pogo stick, yes. uh, See, the initiating and instructing spiritual masters are equal and identical manifestations of Krishna, although they have different dealings. You know how many gurus say this? Oh, you can have so many Shiksha gurus. You have one initiating and so many Shiksha gurus. Just like it's the same stupidity. And you see this in even these so-called highest gurus. They say the same. You can have so many shiksha gurus out there. All you need just one initiating, and so many shikshas. So like there's so many out there. Can you believe it? Is that what Prabhupada is even saying in there? They're on the same level. They're saints. You're lucky if you get a diksha guru, a real one that gives you a little shiksha while they're alive. And then you find a living guru. That's why everybody's getting second chances here. You notice the Lord is really, He gave a second chance to the God brothers of Prabhupada, and they they learned some things, a few things. But after Prabhupada leaves, they immediately wanted to do their old thing, put their Vyasa sons up and say, we're equal with Prabhupada. Prabhupada was the real Acharya. You got to see such a personality arise like he did, with the same kind of impotency and power and authority, and to finish the job and make a significant contribution to Vaishnavism by finishing his work. The work, not only his, all the way to the line to make it flower again in ecstasy. See, where you're making gurus, man, you're making those where you can say, I can look at Lalita and say, because of your ecstatic love of God, Krishna is now going to appear in the world. I can say that. No one else I've seen could say that. Because that's the truth. Don't the scriptures say that? I can say that on authority because I'm not just a bullshitter. I'm not just a exaggerator. That is happening now. Just like Krishna said, because of your ecstatic devotion, I'm going to appear. Krishna's going to appear. My Lord's going to appear and deliver people. Okay? You got him. That's guru, man. The Lord comes and says that in your life, and you know, wow, man. You don't have to have a dream. You can have the guru directly say that to you. Isn't that amazing? Don't have to have a dream. Right there in life. Because you're an example then. Oh, Lalita, she worships in loving ecstasy. Therefore, Krishna is going to appear and deliver many people. Why not? Isn't that the book? Isn't this according to the revealed scriptures I just said? That's why I get so much ammunition to destroy, obliterate Maya and illusions. This idea. So many how many Shiksha gurus are there like Lalita? Prove it. This obliterates their darkness. The sun can't dissipate this darkness in their minds. They keep preaching their bullshit, but man, this word dissipates the darkness, doesn't it? See, Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru are on the same level, ideally. But many of you have gotten Diksha Gurus that are not really Shiksha Gurus or Diksha Gurus. But okay, play the game. You come here, this is all you need. You'll get Shiksha and Diksha. Just come here and listen to a few ecstatically chanted holy names by the devotees. Boom, there you go. You got your initiation. And you get your Shiksha also here. Everything, all one solution here. Shiksha and Diksha. Can you imagine my ex-wife left here and she says, I could leave here because you didn't give me the Diksha. You didn't throw the banana in the fire like my guru did. And that's all you get is a banana. Eat your banana. Eat your cookie. You're not the one. Lalita is the one. River is the one. A two, actually, it's a two. Lalita is the two. Love of Krishna. River is the two. Others are Johan. All these getting love of. Fanny's the two. We're fanning Fanny. See, fan that flame, man. To a fire, raging fire, man. Who is she going to preach to? Oh, I can feel it. Can you feel it? She's going to love it too. Is this a good class today? We got the material
What a
here.
question. What a question.
See? So the guru who first initiates one with Maha Mantra is to be known as initiator, and the saints who give instruction for progressive advancement in Krishna consciousness are called the instructing spiritual masters. There's something hidden in here that I like too. I like the way the Prabhupada slipped this in. He knew that many people were not going to be saints that were giving initiation, and the saints who give instruction. This is why he said, Shiksha gurus are more important. It's the secret. Because so many have gotten initiation, but these persons aren't self-realized. See? But the saints, Shiksha Guru is more important. Anybody coming here is more important than those Diksha Gurus. That's why you can, if they're against this, you could leave them, no problem. We have people who already done that. Oh, no problem. None at all. That'll be a glory to you if they're against this. But if they're with this, oh, no problem leaving, They're not hindering you, right? Ah, stick with them. Doesn't matter. You'll help them. Stay with the truth, though. Don't believe in lies. Don't believe in speculations. Don't believe in gurus who put the mundane on an equal level with the spiritual. Don't believe in that because that's hypocrisy. That person is contaminated. Most of these gurus are contaminated. They don't understand. They can't preach like this. They can't preach as it is. They can't be sticklers for detail like this, right? They can't show the example. I don't bow down. I'm like Lord Shiva in that way. I ain't bowing down to the dakshas of this world that are on those vyasasans. No, I do what he did. And you know what the result were? Millions of people became real devotees. Simply because Gohari is doing the same thing, they're going to probably be millions of people. Because I ain't compromising. I ain't bowing down to those vyasasans unless the devotee is actually a representing of the real truth. They have love of Krishna and can prove it. Why should you worship people that are doubtful? Why? Doesn't make sense to me. Means you're probably being cheated. How can you have any firm faith unless you see ecstatic love like the scriptures glorify? And conclusive understanding of those scriptures like the scriptures glorify. How can you have the confidence to overcome Maya, who's tricking everybody? You got to have solid ecstasy and solid truth, man. See? That's your sword and that's your shield. Uh-oh. We're just getting her headache today. All right, headache a little bit. Their function is to guide the conditioned souls back home, back to Godhead. So how can you guide somebody? See, this is all as it is, man. How can you guide somebody back home to Godhead if you're not in Godhead yourself? How do you know? I mean, God, can you imagine a map which is supposed to know where to go, right? You're supposed to be the map, man. Your mouth has to be the instructions and the directions, right? But you haven't attained the destination and you're going to lead others back there. Come on. That's why they say many lifetimes. See, Lord Caitanya is the map. He's the spiritual master of the universe. And it's time to hear the map revealed now. Hey, come on in. Come in, get devotion to Krishna quickly in this life. It's time to read the map completely and properly as it is. Okay? Oh, I don't believe in your map reading and your map preaching, and we're going to follow these other maps. Yeah, does it get you to the destination? Has the person attained the destination? Well, we think he did because he wore the nice clothes and he was austere and he was renounced and he did lots of rules and lots of regulations and he preached Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Are you sure he reached do you see anybody reach the destination through that person? Well, we actually don't even know what the destination is. We can't explain it. You notice they can't explain what the destination is. They don't even like the destination. We're manifest. Hey, the destination's here. We've arrived. We've arrived. You want to arrive? Arrive at the destination. It's here. The destination is here. The Lord is giving it the destination. He came to do that. We're representing the real destination. Hear, 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 hear ye, hear ye. Announcement, important announcement, everybody. Attention, attention, everyone. Arrive immediately at the destination. It's here, it's here, it's here. It's conclusive truth of Lord Caitanya's preaching. The The devotees are the destination. Those devotees, those relatives, like Lalita said this morning, wow, I'm a relative of the family. You're not a relative of the family, going to get whacked. Maya's going to whack you. First, she makes you wacky, right? Wacky. She's making everybody really wacky, nonsensical, in the mode of ignorance, thinking stupid things. Look at me, people still walking down the room with the masks on. There's no requirement either. They're really nicely conditioned now. Well, we've been wearing masks for a couple of years. It's kind of habit now. Let us continue with these nice big masks over muzzled. You're muzzled nicely, yeah. They don't have it's not even you can walk in the store without it. They still got the mask on, a lot of these people. See, they're conditioned now. Oh yeah, this is the proper thing to do. See, a lot of Vaishnavas, they're conditioned. This is the problem. They're still conditioned, aren't they? Oh, we're conditioned to go the wrong way. We're conditioned to follow gurus who haven't realized Krishna, that are not representatives of Krishna. We're conditioned to do that. And Gaurari, you're waking us up. We don't want to wake up. We want to stay asleep. We want to worship our bogus gurus. Well, how dare you call them bogus when they're bogus and they can't do the job? They're a bogey, man. Bogies, they're these planes. They're coming to their suicide mission. Watch out for those bogeys. You become, you know, you become destroyed by the bogeys. You got to hear the real preaching. That's the bottom line. You got to meet the real spiritual master. I have to show you these things that there's no fault in exposing the illusion. No fault in that. People, you tremble, you're in fear because you believe in illusion, believe that it's a many lifetime trip. It ain't. I got to teach you the truth. I'm here to teach. Anybody who believes the truth will be set free. The truth is Lord Chaitanya's mercy is here in this Sangha. The real pastimes of Lord Chaitanya is here. The real power of deliverance is here. Quick. And we prove it. It's not empty words, not exaggerations. They're promises that come true. The Lord speaks those promises through his real devotees. That's why Krishna says, hey, you say it, Arjuna. You're my devotee. And it'll come true. Because he says it, right? He says it. He's the scriptures. He's saying it. But it doesn't always come true because people don't represent the truth unless you're a real devotee. Those who claim to be my direct devotees are not my real devotees. But those who are the devotees of my devotees and believe in their word, it comes true what they say because I say it through them. The Lord comes as such a spiritual master. And you have to know that. You will know that if you're confronting when you listen long enough. Hey, then you're delivered. You see, wow, it's made flesh, man. I got the scriptures in person. Person scripture. Oh my God. It's real. They're scared. These people into fear of sickness. These constant and consistent fear tactics will make people sick by keeping them imprisoned in fear. Yeah, see? That's right. You come here, you overcome all fear. You won't be afraid. Are you sure I shouldn't be worshiping these gurus that they claim to be, and everybody is saying, there are thousands of people saying that they're bona fide. Uh, Maybe I shouldn't be offensive and I should believe in them. I sort of kind of believe in what you say, Go Haridas. But I don't know. Maybe they're right also. No, no, you got to come over. You come here, you'll go all the way to the other side and become fearless. You'll become a lion. You'll become ecstatic. You'll become truth. You'll become a liberated soul, and you'll make liberated souls. Just come over here. Just keep listening. You'll come over here. We'll just draw you like a magnet, suck you into the ecstatic potency of God, draw you in like a tractor beam over here. And all of a sudden, why was I afraid of this stuff? Commit offenses to the offenders? That doesn't even, does that make sense, Lalita River? To commit offenses to offenders? Ooh, ooh, holy mackerel. You should have, if you were here, man. I heard that one echo all over the, but that's, you get the point? Becoming offensive to offenders. That's a new one, man. That's a revelation. How can you become offensive to offenders? Doesn't even make sense now that I think about it.
There is nothing to offend.
You actually become a helper of those offenders. You speak the truth, set them free, free the captives. They're captive by the offense. See, they project. You notice this is real preaching. They all come out and project. They go, oh, Gaura Hari, and they quote Prabhupada's verses, which is all about them, and they're just, it's all just coming out. And I pointed back. I said, oh, you're just speaking about yourself, man. It's just pulling your illusion out, see, so you can look at it. It's just like a good psychiatrist. You go to the psychiatrist and you start projecting on them your own stuff. They know it. What, you don't think I know it? You don't think I know what I'm doing? Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's like I'm learning. Yeah. See, you got to come against the illusion. See? The truth, the word. See, that's why people think I'm offending Narayana. No, I'm offending the conception because, if that conception is offended because you believe in it, he's gone now. But if you're offended, see that you believe in that conception. But isn't this more powerful, this conception? Isn't this more true? Isn't this what really works and gets the desired result? Why wouldn't you give up this many lifetimes path? Why would you not give up the path of attaining Krishna by austerities, renunciation, and sadhana and Vaidhi Bhakti way when you can attain it the quick way? The quick way is just come into this association and be a Maharaj Parikshit type and an Arjuna type. That's the real path. That's what you don't know. For some reason, you didn't hear that from Narayan Maharaj or understand it. Because if he was really the real deal, preaching really ecstatic, intimate things, then you would have the result. You would have ecstatic devotion, and I never seen it. I just seen good people, good they're good, but they ain't good enough, man. We're here for highest standard, ecstatic devotion. That's why even good people can come here and advance. Even liberated souls will advance here. We give them a higher truth than being a good can recycler. We give something more special than being a vegan or a vegetarian, or what you eat or what you don't eat is so powerful here. You'll get a result that you can't get by being a vegetarian and a vegan for millions of lifetimes. See? But people have faith in those paths. They think, oh, that's going to deliver me. No, it just deliver you the mode of goodness, right? But that's diddly squat for. I'm not. The Lord spoiled me. I can't help it, man. I want ecstatic devotion. A lot of good people don't have that. If they want that too, they have to come here because that's our mission. I'm not here to teach you how to be a good can recycler or a vegan or a vegetarian. I'm here to show you this ecstatic potency, which is trumps everything. Continue being your natural thing in this world. You know, be a low class person or a high class cultured person, but that ain't going to deliver any of you. That just makes you in the realm of the demigods. You can go in the celestial area, or or you go to hell or hellish places. But whoever comes here will transcend this whole material universe. You'll find the real spirit. If you're good with that, come here. If not, go and be a good Brahmin or something. Maybe Radhanath can teach you that. I'm actually going too much, I think, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to give this up. Yeah, I'd like to come back to this though. Yeah. Okay, Lalita, give us a word.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj. Yeah, like Jesus said, let's worship the Lord in spirit and truth. Let's do that. Lord Caitanya came back to to bring us the same message. It is that's how he wants to be worshipped, and it's by going through the devotee, by connected to to this true vine that you receive this, and you find the real Lord, the mystical one, the one that you don't know. Everybody is talking about God, God, I know God, I know God, but nobody can go into those details. Nobody can talk. I met him. It feels like this. Tell the world how it feels, how the Lord feels, what it means to be in communion with the Lord. Share this with the world instead of staying vague and talking big words and being, because nobody has any message on these fake messages. It doesn't work. Nobody is satisfied. You've got to give this. Everybody want to, in deep inside, we all want to know the real one. We all want to know the esoteric truth. um, that's what the soul is desiring.
Yeah. See, God is spirit. See, this is the thing. So you have to be in touch with spirit and to speak words of spirit. That's the problem is they can't speak words of spirit because their spirit, their soul has not been awakened yet. See, so what they speak is still on the material level, speculation level. Yeah. Their spirit hasn't been awakened. So they got nothing of substance to really speak about.
Yeah, I heard too much preaching, blah 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 blah. I heard that too much in my life, and they act like they know him, but be humble. If you don't know the Lord, then talk differently. Then talk, do something else, but don't act
Yeah.
like,
Well, they can't.
because
See, that's the thing. Yeah, they can't be humble because they're contaminated.
oh, so that pride is so ugly. And then challenging devotees and then trying to make them fight and say, this is a good one, but that's a bad one. And you see, it's not,
Yeah, divide and conquer. Well, I use the same principle, dividing and conquering. See, I
yeah, but in
divide
a
everything. I
different way.
divide this is illusion and this is the truth. So we create the division, which is good. See, so that's how we divide. If I don't divide, if I don't preach like this, there's no conquering. Or to me, conquering is the Lord conquers your heart and you worship the Lord in ecstatic devotion. So I got to do like the elites. They have this thing programmed, divide and conquer. I got to see everybody. There's no division there. Everybody believes in the illusion in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math Samiti. They really believe the illusion. See, to me, that's an illusion. So I have to divide. I have to divide. No, no, this is the truth. I have to preach this emphatically and prove it and everything where the people, it causes a division. Some people, oh, no, no, we want to go many lifetimes to get into the kingdom of God. And some will say, well, that ain't very smart. I'll come over here where I can get it. I see people, examples, people getting into, they're getting love of Krishna, which is the kingdom of God on earth. They're moving about in love of Krishna. Oh, I think I'll go over there. I'll go listen to them. See, divide and conquer. We're causing division. Moses did, Jesus did, I did also. Lord Caitanya did also. People that came over to his side and accepted him got love of Krishna. People that come over here will get love of Krishna, the ultimate goal of life. Otherwise, stay over on that side and take your many lifetime paths, and it will be. So I got to create a division. We got to divide. This is the truth, and it is, and we prove it, and that is the lie. That is speculation. They're using Prabhupada's books and doing like Bill Gates does, juggling the scriptures so that they can become gurus. The scriptures, without being juggled and presented as it is, debunks them, debunks that illusion. No ecstatic devotion, no conclusive truth that is exactly like the essence of the scriptures, debunks the lie. So you come over here and listen and be convinced of that naturally because it's more logical. Or you stay out there and stay contaminated and go to that, stay in that darkness. Go get your shot. Charya Dave wants you to get the shot. These gurus want you to get the shot and put your mask on and die. Or come over here if you want to live. To me, this is life. You want to give life to others? All you have to do is give the truth as it is. And you got to get purified to do that. You come here, you'll get all the necessary qualifications. Everything is here.
All those qualities of a devotee, you get them by the Lord Himself. He transforms you. He gives you those qualities drop by drop. It's like Freddy says, artificial. They try to become humble on the strength of their sadness, sadhana. A lot of them, they even say already, I am a humble one. They come here, I am humble. Why they even did not start on the path yet. So, yeah, you've got to wait until the Lord takes all these obstacles away from you.
Yeah.
It's Lord Chaitanya who does this. And even if you think I'm there, Lord Chaitanya still finds a lot. A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, River, give us a word there, River.
Oh,
Very
I've
good.
said many words actually today. I've been singing and singing. The main one is just how they have got the population policing each other. They have got, like, Karuna has just had this operation, and what they had done, they expect you to do the test and just say it was negative. You don't have to do the test, and you can just say it's negative.
Really?
Yes, this is a, you don't even have to do it. Just say Karuna didn't do it and he had his operation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they've got people so conditioned into doing the tests, and what they have to do before operations, and
Yeah.
they've got them really, really conditioned. You don't have to do them. It's the
Yeah.
people in the majority who are listening to the hype, the
Yeah. Yeah.
material hype, that are doing it, that are doing the tests, and that are
Yeah.
sending the results, because they're still in that vibration
You're
of
still in a
fear.
vibration. Yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah.
fear, you see.
Yeah.
Whereas Karuna, we didn't do the test. So, and they've been teaching us to police each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Remember that lady that used to look through the curtain and see which way you'd walk when you was here, when the COVID first started? And then you
Oh,
decided to go another way so she wouldn't look at you. People are
uh,
policing each other because they want to bring down each other. They want to keep everybody down in this material energy. But this vibration, the light of the Lord, is just springing us out like the pogo stick,
yeah,
springing
yeah,
us out of the material energy. And it's only happening here.
yeah.
Everything that we need is happening here. There's nowhere else. I'm definitely going to watch this movie again. Absolutely. Watching again and again. Yeah, it's all your words are so clear, so full of Krishna, and I see it. I see it in the devotees who say things. It's so beautiful. It's absolutely, it's lovely. Yeah, that's it, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Thank you for not seeing my faults every time, not seeing my faults, just seeing above that, telling me about my faults. You know, when I needed that kind of real kind of shaking up. Yeah, it's warranted. It's needed, and this is
Yeah,
how the real spiritual father. This is how parents teach their children, but they don't
yeah,
really learn. They
yeah,
just
yeah,
get closed up. Here, you know, we learn through the spiritual father, and we hear these things that we need to hear deeply, and we open up more. We open up more to receive the Lord. You know, Boom Maharaj. Thank you very much. I could say
yeah,
so much more,
yeah,
but you know, it can just go on and on with you now. You know, there's no on and on and on. Who used to say that? Everything what you say just brings so much depth into everything that I've known before. Things that
mm,
I've known before, the Lord is just taking me into, just going deep into those and meeting you, meeting your words, being in that place in the frequency of God consciousness, you know, and meeting your words, being in tune with that, you know, and not only in tune, dancing and playing and singing. Thank you for allowing me and believing me and to be clean out my flute of this material consciousness, just
yeah,
clean it out to be able to really see and hear and touch and feel and be touched by the Lord, you know, the Lord himself. You know, there's no doubt, you know, going through the purifications, and you've seen them yourself with me, going through them and actually being cleared out, not running away and letting my
yeah,
material pride go, I'm not listening to Gora Hari, who is he? You know, but actually hearing your words, you know, whilst I'm acting out, but hearing them and then implementing those words, really, truly implementing them. I don't know what purifications I have left. May I have a little idea, but the Lord knows best. You're as good as God. You know best for all of us, you know, and we have to remember not to listen to actually, yes, listen to everything you're saying, but not always everything is for us, you
yeah,
know, kind of being with and cleared out and open. You
yeah.
can realize the things that are for you. You can relax and moving the things that are for others,
Yes, yes.
like
Yeah,
that.
you got to do that, man. You know, otherwise, you know, it's if and you know, if something I say, you think I got to do this and I don't like it. Don't blame me. You know, it's trust your heart. You know, you're
Yeah,
not ready for this. You know, don't blame.
yeah.
You think I listen to everything Prabhupada says in his books? Some of the stuff I don't even agree with. It's not for me, or it's another level. You know, it's just. But if I was like, you know, just everything, you know, no, you got to be intelligent. You know, just,
That's
truth
how
and
we do get intelligent. They don't teach us this at the schools and colleges and universities that we
yeah,
learn. You know,
yeah,
we don't learn to think for ourselves. We have to write essays about what people that they think are great. Like in philosophy, sociology, there's, you know, Marxism, and it goes on and on, these different philosophies. You know, they just tell us to look into them and just decide. But there's no actual free thinking taught, really. Not
you
really.
know,
Maybe for this
yeah.
world, but not
Yeah,
here.
you know, the thing is, it's like, see, a lot of things like instruct what to do, you know, do this or do that. You know, a lot of people, you don't have, it's not really about, it's about coming to the point of relishing the scriptures. You don't have to do anything, just taste them, you know, that's what it comes down to. And if you think, oh, he wants me to do this and do that, well, it's not a do, that's do, man. You know, it's about coming to the point of relishing the scriptures. You
Yeah,
know, like
absolutely.
such, you know, always comes. It says, "Well, I listen to you. Then you tell me not to go to town. I never told you not to go to the temple. You know, just you know, what do you want to go to? Go to the friggin' temple, man. You know, do what you know your heart, and just by the fact you're against your heart and you blame me,
Yeah.
no, you got to learn to like, okay, how do you feel? Do you feel like trust your heart? I may say this and I may point that this is a vitey thing and what do and still, but if you're attracted, that's part of your thing. Just do it, man.
Yeah.
There's something there. Otherwise, you wouldn't, are you, see, the vitey thing is really for those who are not in touch with their heart at all, is they're
Yes.
shut down.
Yeah.
They just, it's like, hey, good, tell me what to do. Eat like this, wipe my ass like this, do this, do that. Yeah, think this, think that. You just don't, you can't analyze anything, and you can't, So I'm not here to deal with people like that. Otherwise, they'll just end up finding fault with my preaching, like they do. And that's for these other people that want that kind of control. Yeah, a lot of people, they want to turn me into a controller too. You should do it like this and get that person to be. I said, hey man, I just want to relish the truth. I want to relish I just come here to relish the name, relish the truth, preach the truth, taste the truth. And what people do with it, it's up to them.
Yeah.
I can't I don't want to force it. You want that hard path of forcing people to accept what you want them to do and all that. Forget it, man. I'm not into that, man.
Absolutely.
Live and let live.
Absolutely.
This is my life. I'm here sharing my life with people. You know, this gives me
Just
life,
go
and
for the life.
yeah, and yeah, control. I can't. Your desires are your desires. Like with healing, you want to be healed or not. Like Lalita, if you really want, I mean, like some people, like for me, it's not. I mean, even if I had, I'd probably say, "Oh Lord, whatever." I'm just, you know,
Guru Maharaj, I didn't ask for that.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, in the regards, you got to check your own heart out because some people are attached to being something or doing something, but you check your own heart and like it's either there or not, you know. And so that's for everybody, not just you. Um, if you really want some, you could ask. I mean, if you really anybody really wants healing, wants to be healed, hey man, you just ask the Lord like that, and you'll probably get it. But you got to be like that. You got to say, hey, man, hey, Krishna, hey, Lord, I'm in this way. I want to be healed. I'm just kind of not there with that. But you could be. There's nothing wrong with that. The devotees, some of them are like that. Please help Gopinath Patanaika. And the Lord says, yeah, the Lord can do or undo anything. Go pray to him. See, so pray, and you pray to the devotees, but it's like, what do you want me to do for you? What do you want to be done? See, as you desire, it is done, and so that's the responsibility. So if you do go to healers or something, then say, yeah, I want this. I want to be healed. I really want this. Or maybe you don't really like whatever. See, taking responsibility. There's nothing wrong with that. So like when people say, well, why aren't I healed? I said, well, how much do you want it? Maybe you don't want it, so maybe you don't care. Maybe, but maybe you do. So, bang on the Lord's door and say, hey, man, come on, I want to be healed. I want to be healed. A lot of Christians are like, they do that. They bang. Yeah. So I think River or Maria's a little bit. She's like, God, why don't they want to be healed? Why don't they want to be healed? Because I was listening to Lilita, like, it's like, because she's so ecstatic, it's like happy with that, and kind of like, well, maybe they don't want to heal me, but if you really do want and you really get behind it, then it'll probably happen too, because it's like you go to Jesus, say, well, what do you want me to do for you? And it's up to you as a soul to say, well, I'd like to be healthy for your service, or whatever you want to do. Devotees are different. I can't tell you. I can say, well, this is the principle. Yeah. So I think Maria, because she's a healer, she wants to heal. But she's looking at the people. Like, God, why don't they want to be healed? They should want to be healed.
Not a question of not wanting. It's
Yeah.
just not a question of not wanting to be healed.
Yeah.
It's not a question. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not my fault. I can't help it.
Yeah. Do you have a real? See, I listened to some of those messages. He showed me some messages, and it was like, well, maybe they don't want to heal me. And I thought, I just made me think like maybe if you wanted, I mean, maybe
No,
if
no,
you,
no, no. That's a long story. That message has taken out of the context is the end of a long thing.
oh, I see. Okay. All
I
right.
said
So
she
you
met.
wanted.
She met. Of course, I want to be healed, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, okay. All
Who
right.
doesn't want to be healed?
Oh
Of
well.
course, I want to be healed.
Well, was it? Well, okay. All right. So all right. So because what I got
But
was
if Maria says, when I connect to Lalita and I call her name, and when I say her name and I'm connected to Jesus and to Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, my hands are warm, etc.
yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Now you need to be, now you're gone. It's gone. The pain is gone. And the pain is not gone.
Ah.
What can I say then? Then I say, yeah,
Oh, I see.
maybe, Maria, I explained to her, you must have a great experience because I'm a devotee, I'm a disciple of Srila Gaura Haridas, and because of his mercy, you called my name, and I am now an associate of the whole.
Well, maybe actually, because she said she was feeling healed. So
Yeah, I know that. She said it. Yeah, I said, so you have been in contact by coming in contact with the devotee out of
yeah,
the mercy because we have this guru. This is
yeah,
happening in our Sangha. But maybe that was not the purpose that I was healed. Maybe there was another thing, purpose.
yeah. Like I think the healing, like a boomerang, by healing, given it shall be given unto you, type thing. Because she said, "God, I feel like so much better. That this chuki is gone, and
Yeah,
I feel like after the healing, my hands got warm, and see,
it's
so
working in this Sangha that
yeah, yeah,
but I am not healed. I am sorry. But
yeah.
I never asked for that. I will never be angry if it never works because I'm not demanding for that. I don't ask, please heal me. No, the question was not mine. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah. Well, okay. I guess, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead there, River. What?
I don't think I ever wanted to be healed until now because there was nothing to be healed for. The
Uh-huh.
physical body, there's nothing to be healed for. Being, for me, this is just for me, and being sick and all of this, I kind of got away with a lot of stuff in the material world because of
Uh-huh.
having a sick body. I got away with so much stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
now, yeah, if I go, I go. If I get healed, I get healed. Physically get healed, that's fine. But I
Mhm.
really would like to be healed. I really don't know what it's like to have a normal body.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
because
yeah.
of the how you're kind of born here. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember. I would like to be, because there's
Well,
so much.
declare it and get behind it, and
I've got things to do now for the Lord. You know,
yeah, right,
just
yeah, that's
walk
right,
and
yeah.
breathe a little. But anyway, Maharaj, it's not really an issue, and I'm not doing it the hard way, which is writing stuff and doing this and doing this. I've done all of that before. I do sometimes because it's needed. I just want to do it. If the Lord decides, Jesus wants to heal me, then yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but then you got to really want it too and desire it. And also maybe the channel, like maybe Maria, as she's getting purified here more and more, this will be the thing. You because like in Christians, they have the healers. They come out and you sit in a chair and they do, and some people probably. So maybe she's the Lord sending her
A
to
real healer.
be like the healer, and then but
She,
you also have to do. You have to say, yeah, I'm going. I want to be healed. I mean, because I'm kind of not. I don't. I haven't emphasized much of that. In my preaching. Like, oh, a lot of Christians are really into this. Yeah, you got to preach like. So anyway, I think that's kind of coming. Um,
the
like if
focus of our Sangha was not on that, actually.
yeah, it's not on that, but still, because people are a little sick here, maybe we should have some healing programs. Where you come and with the intention. Yeah, I also want to be healed because the Lord. Why does He wants to do these? He wants to help. Why wouldn't he? He's got the power. But we have to, like, the Lord and the devotees are like desire trees. What do you want from them? Well, sometimes it's a little necessary. We need sometimes money. We need some this. We need that. So we ask the Lord. That's okay. I mean, it's practical. Like living with God. Just hey, man. He's he's everything. Everything is in Him. Yeah, and you can ask the devotees. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So anyway, let's see where this all goes. Everybody. We're all learning. Lord keeps. It's great. Gives us something to work on. To
Yeah, I think this
discover.
is a new power in the Sangha that will manifest himself.
Yeah,
I
that sure
he
will
was
attract a
so,
lot of people if they find actual healing starts. Man, people come here and their kidneys are healed and
Yes,
gallbladders. You sprout new gallbladder. And
Maharaj. Maharaj, there's actually like 2 million dialysis patients around the world. This is the kind of thing. And
they
what
all
they do,
come.
yeah, absolutely. Because what they're doing, what I'm reading on the sites is if they start to believe they can get better and they're just a little bit on that vibe, they shut them down
Oh, they'll
on the
shut them
side.
down.
Yeah, that you cannot say like the doctors. This one guy was saying, my daughter's believing that my dad will get better, and then the doctor came straight in there and went, no, that's never gonna happen. No, 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 have your treatment, take your drugs, it's never gonna happen. But there are, there have been others that have come off dialysis. There is, like, this has helped me want to get better, to
Yeah,
receive more of the Lord, not be distracted all the time,
yeah,
with the machine. So I can listen to you as my big sister there, where the way she listens, just so attentive. But I know it's okay now. I want to be healed only if I stay with my Lord. That's the only reason.
yeah,
Any
yeah,
other, I'm glad to go. I really am. As long as
yeah, yeah.
I can have
Yeah.
some morphine.
We need
Sorry.
some. We need some more preaching here. We need some. We got to work as a team. We
Great
need that.
team, great
Yeah,
company,
yeah, yeah.
great company house. It's
Yeah. So let's see where this all goes. Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
even Andromeda was just talking about how she was saved from her rheumatoid arthritis, which I have in my
Hmm.
joints, was saved
Hmm.
by healing from the Lord,
Hmm.
because it's
Yeah,
quite
yeah, yeah,
debilitating, actually, rheumatoid.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
very
yeah,
debilitating.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good.
Bring
Oh,
it
and by
on,
the way, huh?
Maria.
What?
I said, bring it on, Maria.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring it on. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Well, you got to make friends with her again. Get because
Oh, she
you.
unblocked me, which is a start.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's all in due course. All right. So everybody, anybody out there wants to donate, there's the message PayPal, a Wise, Cash App, or like that. Greatly appreciated, and we'll see you later. Probably in a few hours or something. I'll do another thing. I'm addicted.
Me too.
Thank you very much, everybody. Hare Krishna. We'll see you
Hare
soon.
Krishna.